Oh, it looks like we're live. Oh, good. All right, we better act fast. Let's get this show on the road. All right, let's see. Grabbing this. Say refresh. Huh, weird. It doesn't have the current picture. That's weird. All right. Hoping this is working. Are you guys logging in? It says we're 40 seconds in. Let's go ahead and click on this. Oh, I see people. Okay. Weird, it didn't take my picture for the thumbnail. We're having internet problems, guys. But it looks like they might be over. Alright, so tonight it's going to be... I just reused the daytime thumbnail because I wanted to get started. But it's going to be, let's say, Neo, Genesis, Pack Break. Also, Rare, Carddass, Alakazam Break. Free Charizard, PSA 10. Let's go ahead and hit save on this. And cool. Let's go ahead and grab this over here. We're going live Thursday night. Hey, Thursday night. Wow. Okay, so I think it's working. Let's see. Start clearing these emails out. Laptop's running. You guys, I can see you posting. Whew. We had an internet outage. Can you believe that? And lucky for us, I guess they're able to work on it so late at night. But it said that it wasn't supposed to come up until 4 a.m. But I guess that's their conservative estimate. There we go. Awesome. It says back online. That's what the iPad just said. I bet your hot tits were back online. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. The happened to no internet. Yeah, I called Spectrum just minutes ago, like 20 minutes ago, and they said that the actual, like, head server was down. So he said my entire area, all the businesses, everything had no internet. But that doesn't really matter at 12 a.m. in the morning. But he said it would come back up at 4 a.m. is what he said. But here we are, it's 1 a.m. and it's back up. So they must have gotten it done before then. All right. Oh, what? The 2-year Pokeball is so cool. You've been here a long time, Space Knights. Ban Spectrum. You're not kidding, man. I am tempted to pick up a second internet company of some sorts. Because, you know, let's say I missed just 3 days of sales. I think just 3 days of sales justifies paying for a whole nother year of internet from another company. It's really that significant. It's so bad. It's a bad look. Especially when I'm just sitting there ready to go live. I was just twiddling my thumbs. I was so angry. I was like... Yeah, I get really angry. I don't know if you guys know that about me. I'm an angry type of person. I can't sit there physically ready, mentally ready, prepared to work. You know, like that takes an effort to reach that point where you're ready to work. You know what I'm talking about? Does anyone here understand that? Like, to work, you have to get in the mood to work. So I get myself in the mood to work, and I just can't. You know, they've snipped my balls off. So yeah, I was losing my mind. I was ready to punch a wall. All right. So it looks like we are up, though. Mistress pissed. What happened to the Zard redoing the giveaway? No, we're not redoing it. We're not redoing it. J Sharp is on. You're misunderstanding it. That was one round of it. J Sharp is on spot number 1. Oh, wow. This is very cool looking. So, check this. Here's another Karuda set. I was just trying another Karuda set out. None of these Karuda sets are ever sealed. They're all open. Pretty rare to find a sealed one. Oh. This looks very similar to the other one, but with a different graphic on it. Oh. I need to keep a couple of these for grading. I have none to grade. And I just been putting them all in that box, but I need to have some for grading for myself too. All right, throw that box away. I don't know if the box is worth anything. I like the way these look. These are really unique looking. I am Master Splinter. Okay, so these are more useless than ever. They just got words on the back of them. Yep, just words on the back of these. These are virtually pointless. Nobody will collect these at all. Okay. Oh, I like that. So I've identified a Gengar. All right. Pikachu. Charizard in here. I'd really like there to be a Charizard, but I don't see one. Okay, so this set, no Charizard. So you get a Gengar, but you get a Gengar at the cost of no Charizard. Something to learn about the set, you know. You are all my turtles. Spectrum was down for me at 2 a.m. Yay, Mr. Live. Woot woot. Yes, I am. Send those orders in. We got this Alakazam break, $40. Okay, those are truly useless. That's a Mewtwo. So let me start sleeving these up. This was another subject. So I was actually looking at the price of the Karuda boxes, and I realized, so I'm charging $4 per card, which makes a lot of sense for certain Karuda sets, but for other Karuda sets, I'm kind of underpricing, and they're all kind of mixed in there. Karuda for the moment is going to move to $5 because Karuda price discovery is probably going to hit pretty hard in a minute here. I've been showing these off for like a week now. Let's see. Wow, these are cool, man. Oh, I hear a car outside. We got this. Oops, we got this cute little Schmoopy Mew. Look at that Schmoopy Mew. We got Magikarp. I love the Karudas. Love that Cubone. Yeah. There we go. There's the Weezing. Here's a little Psyduck. Here's a Krabby. Okay, so we are live. I just wanted to see what was in this Karuda. We got Diglett. Here's a little Snorlax. Execute. Look at that Execute. So Venusaur's in this set. That's cool. This appears to be a nice looking Karuda set. All right, let me check out Gengar. I want a Gengar, right? Okay, beautiful. So the Karudas have been increased to $5 a card. Okay, here's a little Haunter. Here's a Charmander. An Electrode. Clefairy. It's me outside. Give me the waifus, and no one gets hurt. Here's Doduo. Paris. What feels nice about these is they're thick-cut cardboard. So they've got this thickness to them that the Pokemon cards don't. Farfetch'd. Horsey. Slowpoke. Okay. Chansey. Primeape. Geodude. I wish when I drew a card, I could create like a border like this. Maybe I could if I had like a machine that could draw like a line for me. Yeah. Okay, there it is. So let me count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let me look at that Mewtwo. That's cool, man. What was it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 45, just like before, 45. And now I need to get an idea of what I actually paid for these and what it would cost to replenish these. Okay. Send those orders in, guys. We have a new box of Topps Pokemon Wave 4. $100 a pack. It's actually cheaper than before. What's this one? Okay. Oh, here it is. I paid a lot for this. I paid a lot for this. This one was not cheap at all. Divided by 45. Oh, so yeah, I easily have to raise price. So if I was selling these today, I would be selling these not for $5 per card. I'd probably be selling these for about $7 per card. But let me go see what it costs to restock these as well. I don't think it's well understood. So it really matters what Karuta box you're running with. I don't even see one for sale. I can't find one for sale. Let me try removing a keyword here. Get a more broad search. I cannot even find one of these for sale. All right. And what I'm immediately noticing about the Karuta cards is all the old ones have jumped in price, like significantly. Probably because everyone bought them. Give me a moment here. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so I did find one. Mister, what does Wave 4 mean for Top Series 1? Yes, that's a great question. When it came to the Top Series, there were different print runs with different patterns on them. Wave 4 has arguably the prettiest pattern of all four, and it's like impossible to find. In fact, nobody really even knew what you were supposed to be doing to find them. Okay. I know, I'm just humming along here. Give me a second here, guys. We're doing some live research. How long does shipping take? Order on Monday, haven't received. Can you resend the tracking again? Says Debbie Downer. Well, I mean, if you received it on Monday, then Alexis wasn't here on Tuesday, so your item probably hasn't shipped at all. Your item's going to ship out... Oh, no. It would have shipped out today, actually. Is that right? Hold on, let me think. What's today? Thursday? Yeah, so it went out today, most likely. Do you have the tracking number on it? If you have the tracking number, just update it. Just go, plug it into USPS. Let me know if you have it. There we are. Yeah, it shouldn't be at your place yet. That would be too fast. I wouldn't have anticipated it getting to you by this point. It should take, like, you will hopefully get it on Saturday. That's the day I would be hoping it would arrive. Should take at least 1 week for items to arrive. So if you ordered it on Monday, I would ask questions on Monday. He says, no, I lost the email. Let me move this. Yeah, so I would be expecting it at least by Monday next week. So 1 full week for it to ship. For it to arrive, that is. Where's the, I placed all these somewhere. I really don't need these. These are truly junk. I don't really know what to do with them. I hate to throw stuff away. I'm a bit of a hoarder, I guess. Okay, guys, I'm ready to get this stream started. So this set has a Gengar in it, and it's going into the box. All right. I don't hold back that good stuff from you guys. Just set that in there. All right. Just try and keep it a little random there. All right. But at the same time, there's going to be a change to the Karuda cards. We've placed a couple rare sets of the Karuda cards in there, a couple rare boxes, rather than the cheap, more modern boxes. So Karuda for now will be $6. Karuda's now a $6 per card pull. All right, let's see what we got. Mr. David's back, 2 Japanese, Azure Lane. Mr. David, 2 of these. Can you check Tammy message on Discord? It says, Rage Quit Bit. Tammy says, he will give you money for my Sabaway. Give him the Staryu and Meowth that you swapped out earlier today. Okay. Okay, so we got these. What do you think? I'm just some kind of slave or something? All right. Mr. Mias, while I ordered shipping last weekend, where might I find my tracking number? Great question. Turn this down a little bit. You only get a tracking number if I had your email. If I didn't have your email, you didn't get a tracking number. That's how it works. So anyone with a PayPal account, the tracking number would have been sent to your PayPal email, right? So I would check there. I'd look around even in the spam box or whatever, because it might be showing up as spam, but it should say like stamps.com or something. So that should be the email. Are we back? All right, we are back. So let's see. Mr. David. That was me. I bumped my own cord. Here we are. Here's a holo. Here is a holo. A holo. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Oh, whoa! There we go. We back. There we go. And holo. Very nice. What was the question? Oh, right. So he was asking about his tracking number as well. Yeah, so tracking, you would check your email associated with your PayPal account. That's how you find the tracking. Now, if you simply left your address maybe in a note in Bank of America or something like a ZELLE CASHAPP, it's possible you didn't get a tracking number. But everything from the weekend should be on the way right now. So if you're from the weekend, you should be good. David, are we getting you a new bag? I think we're getting you a new bag, David. Look at that card, guys. Nice. What's up, Alan Ruiz? Packology. All right, so we are here. We got 88 viewers. Do me a favor, 88 viewers. Hit that like button for me. So, guys, we're started late. We had an internet problem. Our internet for the whole area was down, and they got it back up. There we go. Karuda cards have moved to $6 per card. We've placed another vintage set into the Karuda cards. New bag you shipped for me yesterday. Nice. Tentacruel, Weedle, the Mega Break. We've seen a lot of movement in this. Gary Oak, and the Thought Wave Machine. You get me through my night shift. Thank you for that. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Elijah Martinez, 1 spot in the Ultra Prism break. That's it. Ultra Prism is done. All right, Mr. Elijah Martinez. All right. There we are. Ooh. What's the free code? Carl. It is. Yes, it's Carl with the space between the 2 words. Let me get that running. We got to get that running. Spectrum sucks. Yeah, they suck. They suck ass, dude. Carl. That's the keyword. Carl for free Charizard. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got 10 of these. So here it is. Ultra Prism, everybody. We got an Ultra Prism break started. Fresh box of Ultra Prism. Let's go grab this and jump over here. We need the breaks history channel. Here it is. And this is going to say Ultra Prism. There it goes. And now we need to shuffle up the names. All right. Stop simping for Carl, fellas. I hear he's taken. Okay, give me a number. Finally, some Chi-Chis. Oh my god. Russ says 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got it, Russ. Thank you. All right, here goes. Oh, we got NHCC and Jeff Leon. Cool, man. We're getting started. Let's see what we got here. NHCC and Jeff Leon. So NHCC with the awesome reverse holo Infernape. Really nice. Cool, man. Why do I have a Tammy bag here? Doesn't Tammy's bag belong in Tammy's box? It's weird. Oh, well, maybe we pulled it out earlier today. Jennifer Yep. Joey Maycumber. Jennifer. Is this my cell phone? That's my cell phone. I brought my wife's cell phone out here, too. Let's go through it, guys. Let's make sure she's loyal. I'm just messing. The checklist card for the Pokemon card house is so cool. Yeah. How's the line tonight? How is the line tonight? Nice and short, probably. We just started. We started late. We just started. So if you jump in now, you probably don't got much of a wait time. Ooh. We had a very busy daytime stream. So I don't know how busy tonight could possibly be, but we had a very busy daytime stream. NHCC. What's going on with NHCC? He shipped out too, didn't he? Pretty sure he shipped out. Pretty. No. He did not. No, he's right here. Just David Villette. I'm getting my names mixed up. All right, there you go, Mr. NHCC. All right, nice. All right, who's next? We've got Jeff Leon and Joey Maycumber. Round 2. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, Mars. The whole pack is stinky. Whole pack is stinky, guys. These hoes ain't loyal, but Carl is. Is he? You are? Okay, and here's Mr. Jeff. All right, very good. Here's Joey Maycumber and Jeff Leon. So you've reversed spots. This time it's going to be Joey Maycumber's turn. Joey Maycumber, this better not be the pull. Chimchar. One Chimchar popping out. Okay, Chimchar. Mr. Jeff. Zoink. And here is Joey Maycumber. There we go. All right. Javier Arroyo and Jeff Leon. Ready? Mr. Jeff. Piplup. Holy dude. Okay, Mr. Jeff. Ah, very nice. Hey, those are some sick cards. Yeah, bro, those are some thick-ass cards. Okay, Javier Arroyo. With the JA is going to be over here, I believe. Yes, he is. Okay, that is one holo Piplup. I'm liking that. Oops. Okay. Elijah Martinez, Joey Maycumber. There it is, the last round before we get out a new round of the Ultra Prism. And it's Cherim. That's a cold round of Ultra Prisms. All right, guys. So maybe it's the next round you want to be in. Because that was surprisingly cold. Your mom is considered a torta a Perez. Yo! That's bullying. See, you'll see. Still haven't found that Articuno, huh? Move this out of the way a little bit. We're looking for an Elijah Martinez. Elizabeth, Edwin, Ethan. Elijah Martinez, new bag. This is a new bag scenario. Oh, here's my stick-it notes. That's good. I didn't know where those went. Do I have a full booster of Lurkana TFC? A full booster? I don't know what a full booster is. Like a booster box? Like a sealed booster box? I don't know if I have a sealed one. I might have a sealed one. It's like an expired bag. Here's an expired bag. Esau Perez. It's a really, really old bag. Elijah Martinez. New bag for Elijah. All right. I got a box, mister. Oh! He's got a box. That's what's going on, everybody. Okay. I just went through every single e-bag. Our system is not a perfect system. There it goes. Mr. Esau Perez. From a bag start of 722. That's a 2-year-old bag now. So we'll steal these hollows. What else do you got in here? Junk, 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 junk. Yep, that's a junk bag. All right, he's out of here. Whew. 2 years later. Okay, and then the Ultra Prism. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Fresh round. Worship and prayer. Oh. Very nice. Let's turn this music up slightly. Now we've got an order from Jesse Salinas. 2 Shrouded Fables and shipping. I actually need to go get more Shrouded Fable, everybody. Will you wait a minute? I'll be right back. Shrouded Fable, you said. Ow. right. So, Shrouded Fable. Waiting on that God Pack clip. Yeah, man. Man, we haven't gotten any major clips in a while. I wish we would. Oops. Pull that out. You can anticipate cards like this King Draw going into the PokeBruhs. They'll be sent to the PokeBruhs. All right. Just throwing these all over the place. Oops. I thought you were grading them. Here we are. All right. Oh, right. That's what we were talking about, wasn't it? I haven't sent anything off the grade for a minute. Will you be grading the Shrouded promos? I'll send a couple off the grade for sure. Okay. Ow. Rebo. Okay. God, I hate these boxes. They take so long, man. So we finished The Walking Dead, by the way. We finished The Walking Dead final season. What a snooze fest. That was such a snooze fest. Holy moly, it was boring. We were crazy bored. We were skipping through the whole thing because it was so slow moving. Couldn't wait for it to end. We were both bored. Karis didn't even like it. She usually likes watching stuff. What show will you watch next? Should check out the show Lost. I don't know. We might continue finishing our rewatch of The Boys. We're rewatching the entire series, The Boys. That's a really good one. I like The Boys. The Boys is fun to watch. Unlike The Walking Dead. More like the Snooze Fest. The Walking Snooze Fest. We rewatched the first episode of The Walking Dead after we finished it. It was like night and day. The first episode of The Walking Dead was smarter, better written than the entire last season. It was like not even the same show. Really sad. The pacing, the feeling, the atmosphere, the acting intelligence of the Rick Grimes character, because, you know, there's a lot of bad acting in the other movies. These are like, C, not even B characters. These are like C characters. There you go, Jesse. All right, so now we got all this fresh Shrouded Fable. Let me set it to the side. The Walking Snooze. There you go. Walking Snooze, guys. Yeah, it was Walking Snooze. I just don't understand how every guy character is obese in Walking Snooze last season. They're all these big fat looking guys. And I look at, and I don't have anything against fat people. I'm out of shape. But you look at it and you go, what am I, like a Collecticon? This isn't the end of the world. This isn't the post-apocalypse. It just didn't feel right. It feels terrible. The guy who speaks in Milady, you know, the guy with the little ponytail, the Milady guy. I do object. Or whatever, that guy. Every time he's on screen, Karis wants to stab her eyes out, she says. She hates him so much, she can't stand this character. And I have to agree, I can't stand him either. I was like, why do I keep having to look at this crybaby guy? He's like a crybaby. Awful. Mr. Call Me Fat. There we go. All right, that's Jesse Salinas. Listen, you can be fat. I can be fat. But the actors in the end of the world post-apocalypse, they better not be fat because it makes no sense. How are round, chubby, fat people making it at the end of the world? Doesn't make any sense. They'd be the first to die. They'd be the first ones to be killed off. They run out of food. They can't run as fast. They got heart problems. Whatever, right? They just wouldn't be the fit ones, you know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make any sense. And then just like the behaviors and the, you know, just the acting skills of these characters, so awful, man. How about the girl? There's like a lawyer girl, and she's like Asian, I think, but she's got like a British accent. I'm like, where are they getting this lady from? This lady, the British accent lady, like, what'd she like fly over from Britain to be part of their little group? Like, I get it. There's people in America with British accent, but it just feels wrong for the show. I would have cast it differently. I would have had that. It doesn't feel like Walking Dead anymore. When she comes on, oh, I'll have some crumpets, will I? Oh, I will. When she comes on screen, I don't got anything against the British accent, by the way, but when she comes on screen, I'm like, what am I watching? This isn't Walking Dead. Makes no sense. All right, let's see. So we need a little box to transport your stuff. Oh my. Mr. needs to learn to suspend some disbelief. Nah, dude. They should put me in charge of a movie. You guys would be shocked. You'd be like, oh, this is pretty good. Holy. There we go. I told you guys, I rewatched the first episode of Walking Dead. It was great. Reminded you why the show, the franchise, the brand was so successful. Because the early season was really quite good. There you go. There you go. It's like they knew what they were doing or something. And whoever's in charge now, or whoever runs it now, is running a clown show. I do declare. They got the I do declare ponytail guy. And he's like the biggest beta male ever. I can't stand his character. His character just makes no sense from beginning to end. Biggest problem too, the last season, every single move, 100% predictable. Every single thing that happened, 100% predictable. And the bad guy wasn't even the zombies anymore. It was just social politics. That's all it was. The rich versus the poor, white people versus brown people. It was just some of that, right? It's almost like the zombies were background noise. They weren't even the bad guy. The bad guy was, you know, the creepy white lawyer dude with the creepy bad teeth. That's all it was. You know, and the rich lady empowered her son. That was the bad guy. All right, here we go. We have Mr. Steven Coulson, $150 for Slab Away. You got it. So it was just social politics, which is fine. You can make a show about social politics. But, man, like, the zombies were boring, too, man. There was nothing interesting about the zombies in a zombie movie, a zombie TV show. Like, they started, at the very, very, very end, they started talking about, like, zombie variants. And it's like, doesn't matter. You just go blow them up anyways. 2 spots in the Pokeball break. You got it. So, if the main bad guy was zombies, or it's a zombie movie, it awfully didn't feel like they really mattered all that much. I don't know how many times I can watch a zombie go, and eat somebody, and they go, oh no! But they certainly didn't find any kind of way to keep it fresh. So, yeah, it was just sort of like, meh. But the ultimate bad guy was the snotty son, right? The arrogant, rich son. And so you were happy to see him get eaten. And it was just like, yay. You know, I was like, that's exactly what I thought would happen. But he was almost like a caricature of himself. He was so cartoonish. Like, nobody really acts that way, right? In real life. The Pokeball break. Eat them. Get them, zombies. Brrr. No. Eh. And there were just, like, moments. Like, there was this moment where the General Mercer, or whatever his name is, he's in the little Jeep. And he's out in the field with the soldiers. And they're, like, shooting zombies. I'm like, why are they wasting bullets on, like, a horde of zombies? There's got to be another way. But then this slow-moving horde of zombies just snatches up a soldier? Like, how? Like, how does a soldier get snatched like that? It seems impossible. They snatch him up, and you're just standing right there. Why don't you just, like, back up or something? He wasn't being careless. 1 PRB box. You got it. Mr. Steven. It was so hard to watch. It was really hard to watch. I got to go find another box of this. I'll be right back. running back. I had to open a new case of these. Like a case. We are down to our very last boxes of these. We're actually running low. Woo! The over-the-top characters were only good in 90s movies and animes. There we go. Ooh. All right. Very nice. But yeah, you know, they were like developing new romances between new characters. I'm like, why are you guys spending like an hour on some romance scene? It's the end of the world, and this is the last season. You don't need to build these characters. We need conclusions. There we go. We need like epic action scenes. This should be the time for epic action scenes. This is what you've been building up to. But it felt like what they were really doing was they were having to reconstruct a meaningful story in the last season. I was like, what? There we go. Sleep. All right. Very nice. You should watch Maybe Call Saul. 28 Days After is still the best zombie movie, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, that's such a memorable one. That one's crazy. You guys seen that 28 Days Later? It's not perfect, but it's a zombie type where the zombies run. And, man, it's terrifying. Forget about the slow-moving zombies. You got to worry about the zombies who run. Wait a second. Is this a holo or is it... Oh, it's just a holo, I think. Is it? No, this is a textured card. That's hard to see, man. Yep. I was super bored by the end. Really, the only character I cared about was maybe Daryl. There you go. And then Daryl, the problem for Daryl is he's too one-dimensional. Like, he's just like, yeah, I'm Daryl. I'm a good guy. But I don't talk much. Brr. Oh. All right. I just kind of stand here all cool. Brr. All right, here's some holo. Ooh. So Daryl was the last interesting character, I think. And he didn't have to do anything. He was just kind of around the whole time. Yo! All right, there's your box, Mr. Steven. Yeah, I was struggling. I was really struggling with it. We both were. We were fast-forwarding through it so fast. Karis really disliked Negan and Maggie, you know, bearing the hatchet. She did not like that. She's like, if somebody killed you, it doesn't matter how many good deeds you do, I'd still want to get rid of the guy. Or how many good deeds he does, I'd still want to get rid of the guy. So she felt like this was a common storytelling trope where it's like bad guy turned good guy. And she's like, I'm tired of that trope. I really just want that guy to get, you know, what's coming to him. And they do this with a lot of TV shows. They take like a really cool bad guy and they transform him into a good guy because that's what everyone wants. It's sort of like a self-indulgent move, you know, for the story readers. There you go. But she was pretty upset about it. When you swap those cards from my bag, can I add them into a card save of the mount? Then this star, you please. We don't do that. Let me think about it. So the answer is supposed to be no, right? But it's like I want to do what you tell me to do. Let me think about it for a second. So we've thought about doing maybe top loaders. So here's one of the problems. First of all, these are too wide. They don't fit in the box properly. They're too wide. They're like, look at them. They're wider than some slabs. That's a tag slab, or no, that's a CGC slab. They're wider than some of the slabs actually. They just don't fit in the box. And so we could put these in here. We could put it in the Cool Kids box, but it doesn't really belong in the Cool Kids box. We could top load them, but then do we want to start doing top loading? If we get into top loading, I don't want to take like a million requests for top loaders. Plus the fact that top loaders they'll vertically fill the box out very quickly. So, and they cost money too. Top loaders aren't free. So yeah, I don't know. We go, can't wait for that. Can I send you 8 cards to have graded? You could do that. That's something we could do. All right, hold on. Let's see what this is. NHCC for my brother's bag, 5 Carddass Nike V2 packs. For my brother's bag. Interesting. Let's see. Did we separate yours and your brother's bags? Is there a separation of them somewhere? Here we are. All right. Could you top load just those 2 for me this one time, please? Here we are. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 5 of these. Mr. Edwin. Let's go ahead and sneak this. All right. Sneak. If I did that for you, I'd have to do it for everybody. You know, because I got a lot of friends here, so they would be like, okay, you did it for Rage Quit. I'd like you to do it for me. So we probably need some kind of rule for how things get top loaded if we did top loaders. Which I don't do top loaders even for my own stuff. The jailbait girl. Whoa! Holy hoochies, mama. Oh. Law Mister does not want to do it. That's right. We've been doing this 5 years and I've never done it. Here we are. Here we have Gurin. Sort of like top loader on demand has never been a thing on the channel. And I'm just thinking about it. Here's Naga. Maybe we should make it so that top loaders are $2 per card. Would that be acceptable? Maybe something like that. It's like an additional fee you can pay, which sounds silly, but it's like, it's been 5 years. We've done no top loaders for 5 years. I'm pretty strongly against it. I don't really prefer it at all. But some people really strongly want top loaders. Here we are. If not, I understand. I can tell you with 100% accuracy, neither of those cards you just got from Tammy will grade 10. I've seen every single one of them. So the 2 cards you're trying to protect, because you're trying to preserve them, right? We're going to grade them 10. Neither are grading 10, I already know. They might grade 8. That's a high grade for them. Here we are. The 2 cards you got from Tammy. But sometimes I'll acknowledge that a card's really looking good and really expensive and valuable, and I go, ooh, maybe we need to protect this. And so I actually do put that into the thing called the Cool Kids box. Here we go. Mr. Edwin. These are Mr. Edwin's Sexy Girl cards. Here we are. So I can top load them for like $4 if you'd like. But then you'd just be top loading 2 cards that are not going to grade 10. Here we are. I'm not supposed to comment on that, by the way. So I'm not supposed to comment on the card and whether it'll grade 10 or not. Oh, yeah. Mr. Edwin. Edwin with an E. Let's see. So I think I put Edwin's cards in here with your stuff. And I never really separated them too well. Yeah, like, look, this one says Edwin E. Henriquez, right? Or Edwin A. Henriquez. I can put them in here, but I think it's a mix of all your stuff. There we go. Okay. So what were the 2 cards you're taking from Tammy? It was a Meowth and a Staryu. Check this out. Okay, let's see. So if you've ever wondered how I store my cards, I just store them in baggies just like this. I don't top load any of my cards. Oh, okay, they're not in here. Must have put them in a different bag. All right. Let's grab this. I guess the trick is not to drop the bag, right? Don't do that. That would be a problem. Okay, there's the Staryu. Yeah, if you were to drop the bag, that would be a problem. Ah, there's the Meowth. Okay. Now let's do a pre-grade with me. All right, you ready? So, I'm going to zoom. Meowth has damage right here. That's damage. Meowth has further damage here. Staryu has damage right here. So neither of these cards will come close to... So the Staryu might grade 5 to 6. The Meowth might grade 6... 5 to 6. I give those around 5 to 6 with PSA, both of them. There we go. I was telling Tammy you might want to do A for authentic. Ah, damn, I didn't even know this. I have a very sharp eye for grading these days, so I know exactly what the cards look like when they come out. What you guys ought to do, you ought to hire me to pre-grade some of your cards sometime. I'm very good at it. We have that as an option. So, this will end up going to you, right? So to me, top loading these doesn't really make a lot of sense. Let's see. But besides that, it's not like I'm doing this bang, 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 bang. I'm not like banging the edge of the cards on the table or anything. Promise. I handle them like a dainty little angel. See, and you'd be surprised. The little penny sleeve actually protects the edges. They do. Yep. So if you think about it, they're going into nice square boxes. Yeah. So we're real nice with them, I promise. And I'm not kidding. I really do store my cards in bags. Let's see if I can find some bags. So like just some cards I want to grade. Just keep them in a bag. That's it. And that's because I've been doing this so long. You know, I've learned that you could top load every single card, but you really don't need to. It doesn't really help that much. I would probably start top loading it when it gets into the $200 range. Here's Brian Davis, 3 Holo Shuffle. Wait, did I do the one before this? Yes. Brian Davis, 3 Holo Shuffles. All right, here we go. 3 Holo Shuffles. All right, you ready? But I've been thinking about offering top loaders to people that want to pay for top loaders. Here we go. But I'm tempted to not do that because I don't want people to think that they need to buy one. Does that make sense? Like, oh, we're going to bang your card up if you don't buy one. Brian Davis. All right, Mr. Brian. Oh, I better buy one of those. I don't necessarily want you guys wasting your money on something. There you go. Even if let's say it was profitable for me to do it, I still wouldn't want it if it wasn't necessary. Does that make sense? So I could sell you top loaders in a profitable way, and so that would be good for me. I just don't think that it would be good for you, so that's why I don't offer it. Here's Snorlax, here's Mr. Mime, and here is a Pikachu. All right, let's get this giveaway going. You ready? All right. Can we do slab away for an expensive pack or box? In theory, you can. I've had problems with that in the past, though. All right, let's roll it. We got Theodore Perez. I've had problems with that before. Theodore Perez. Number 2 is Aovic. 2, Ayo. 3, Steven Coulson. What's up, Mr. Steven? Welcome. Okay, we've got Destroyer, a.k.a. Mitchell. What's up with these long names, man? I had a neighbor friend named Mitchell. He was a real scoundrel type, and he didn't treat me real nice very often. Very confrontational, very sort of like, he would try to bully me. We were about the same age, and, you know, he'd try to get the other neighbor kids to not like me. But it was weird, because, like, we'd play together, too. We'd play sports, so there was, like, a sort of like a, you know what I'm talking about? You ever get a guy where they're almost like a competitor or like an opponent? There we go. So he was kind of like that. I never forgot this. I got a job at Target, and I worked there for 2 years, and I ran into him there, and he got fired from that job. I wonder what he does now. I wonder if he would find it interesting what I do. We were neighbors for a while, so, you know. Jennifer, yeah, 1 spot in the Alakazam break. You got it, Miss Jen. There we go. I wonder what he does now. How he turned out. Miss Jen. Sounds like your rival. Yeah, he acted a little bit like a rival. That's right. There we go. Okay, 1 in the Alakazam break. That's the Pokeball break, correct? So let's recount this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got 5 of these. But, what was interesting about him was he wasn't stupid. He just seemed like he didn't have a lot of moral compass to him. He seemed kind of like a guy with no moral compass, but he was kind of clever. There you go. And he was well-liked, too. But I couldn't imagine he'd have been a great worker over time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's definitely one of those scenarios where you're, like, wondering, how did you turn out? You know, like, what is up with you? Here's Jennifer Yap, 5 of the Karuta cards. You got it, Miss Jen. All right, Jen. There's a Gengar and several Charizards in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Dragonite. That's very nice. Look at that. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's mostly the old rare not Topps, Karuda cards. Check that out. Beautiful. That's for Miss Jen. All right, Miss Jen. Ta-da! He was mad his name was Mitchell. Yeah. Yeah, he was a cool kid, you know. People respected him because he was cool. Okay, Mr. Rage Quit, 20 bucks. Give me a minute. 20 to Tammy, slab away. Slab away. This goes down to 460. That's a very fair price, by the way. So you got a very fair price from Tammy. Here's Jeff Leon, 1 Ultra Prism spot. There we go. All right. Is that a Holo Pikachu on the left? It is. Holographic Pikachu. Do you see that? $15. Jeff's going into the new round of Ultra Prism. Ultra Prism's a $14 break. Gives you a chance for some really good girl cards. You didn't know about that? All right, so now we are ready for Jose E. Dominguez. Hey, mister, I didn't realize I won the Eevee break till right now. Would I be able to trade it for a slab with similar value? All right, so if you trade it back to me, you will be like the third person to trade it back to me. So I'm offering a smaller amount on it this time. I've been traded it back too many times. What was it? It was 18 spots, I think, and one of them was a star card spot, correct? So it was really 17. So it was 680 then. So I will take it back for $450 if you're interested, okay? That's Jose E. Dominguez. So I'm offering it back at a lower amount, $450 if you'd like to sell it back, $450. All right. No love for the 4 evolutions. Well, what's going on is the wrong person keeps winning it. Somebody who loves the Eevees needs to win the darn thing. Here's Mr. David, 2 Japanese Azure. Some people really, really like the evolutions. There we go, 2 of these. 5 OP8s. 451. I have mine from last week. I love them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're really cool. I would take, but I'm broke now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. 7 of these. David Velez. David, Mr. David. So, I've been going a little bit fast to catch this lineup. We don't want the line to fall behind. This Alakazam has only 3 spots left, and he's done. He's a $40 break. That's Carddass Alakazam, one of the oldest Pokemon cards ever printed. I think people argue it was the first Pokemon set. All right, there we go. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. I think in the future, the best way to sell a card back to me will be to contact me on Discord or through email. Okay, guys? So if you'd like to sell a card back to me, just let me know that way. We can talk about it, and I can offer you a price very quickly. All right. So, David, kind of a cold round there, David. Don't you hate it when it's just one too many cards? What happened here? He's all crying. All right, David Velez. After we finished watching The Walking Dead finale, Karis was in a bad mood because of how bad it was. It was a TV show that was so bad that it left you feeling bad. You're like, oh, Jesus. Left you feeling annoyed going to bed. Here's Jeff Leon, 2 PRB1s, 2 Ultra Prism spots. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jeff. Neo Break close. That's right. Neo Break should have 1 spot left in it. Okay. She actually went to bed grumpy because it was so dissatisfying. All right. There was kind of like a teaser at the end with Rick and whatever her name was. All right. And it's like even that was hard to watch because Rick didn't seem like his original character. There you go. He looked like he had become some new thing over time, you know, the way that he behaved. There we go. So even that was sort of like, oh, brother. Jeff Leon. There you go, Jeff. What are Topps Chrome Techno variants? They seem to be a lot pricier. Yeah, they're like a rare pull out of the Chrome set, that's all. They have an okay holo pattern to them. Like, there's a reason why you, despite how rare they are, you see them for sale. There's a reason for that. And they're just not, I don't even think they look as good as the Sparkle variant. So it's kind of like, do I want all my money wrapped up in these? Are other people pushing their price higher? Like, how can you push the price higher on a card that's already so expensive? This poor guy graded 8, huh? All right. Seemed like they wanted to milk the TWD franchise. Something like that. Peter Fenalty, 5 Karudas. Peter Fenalty, let's do it, man. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Among Us. Virizion, Magikarp, and Weezing from the set we just added to that box. Cool, man. Peter Fenalty. Okay. The first 5 seasons were decent, but then it all went downhill real fast. Yeah, something changed with it, man. I stopped watching it around the same time. I felt like they introduced all these new characters that made the show feel really, really different from its original sort of like gritty feeling. And they went with more of a, I don't know how to describe it. How would you describe so what do you think made the show no good when they started changing it? We are. There we go, Skarmory. Jeff Leon, 2 spots in the Ultra Prism. You got it, Jeff. Jeff's going real deep. After the Negan saga, I just couldn't stand it. Jeff Leon. Jeff Leon. I see that Jungle Sublist is 4 spots. So I'm done. I remember being so sad after Negan killed our boy. Yeah. Maybe the show never recovered from that. But I feel like the show originally had a very like intelligent, gritty feeling to it, and that went away over time. Here's Matthew Bigos. Hello, small bag. I'll take 1 pack of Top Lord of the Rings, 5 packs of The Legend of Blue Eyes. You got it, man. You got it. This is for Matthew Bigos. Bigos. Have you watched The Last of Us? Yeah, I like The Last of Us better, for sure. You know, The Last of Us was a smaller group. It was the guy and the girl. And so it was real focused on just their story. Here's another problem with the end of The Walking Dead. There was all these characters, and they're just jumping between all these 20 characters the whole time. You're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. And then she kissed her new boyfriend, but they're having trouble consummating their marriage. You know what I mean? There was just like all this stuff that had nothing to do with the zombies or like danger or action or like anything of intrigue. And I'm not invested in all these characters. I'm just not. But with The Last of Us, you just watch these 2 characters with their very specific relationship, and it's centered around mostly just them. So, you know, Last of Us had a lot of very progressive episodes. Like there was the 2 gay guys. The girl herself is sort of like a lesbian or something like that. So the show is, you know, you could call it woke if you want. But The Last of Us was still easy to watch, which means it was entertaining. So I feel like there was a point in The Walking Dead where it also got a lot more woke than it was at the start. But it's like the bigger problem is it's not even entertaining. Like it's just hard to watch it. Like what is going on? It felt like a cartoon actually. And you don't want your show, which is known for being realistic, realism, grittiness, you don't want it to swap out of that into cartoonishness. Like how about the girl with the goggles that she puts on her head? What's up with her, man? Like what is she, like a 1980s cartoon character or something? I don't know. It's so weird. It just... We got Hane. She's got like the goggles on her head. Like, what am I watching, dude? Here's a giant soldier of stone and Raigeki. Hypothetically, if the no symbol Snorlax got a 10, would you pay 5 to 6K for it? No, I would not. Even if it did get a 10, which it won't, your Snorlax would probably grade 8. But if it did grade 10, I would be an interested buyer, so you could always offer to me. But if you're trying to, let's say, get your optimal money out, you can try placing it on eBay if you'd like. And then if you want to sell it faster, you can place it in auction on eBay. I might be a bidder. So I might bid on it on eBay. Here's Dragon Capture Jar. All right, there it is, Matthew Bigos. Just watched Dark Winds on Netflix. Cool thriller series. Would recommend. Here we are. All right. Very nice. All right. Ooh. I did just buy a card today. I bought a... well, I'll show it to you guys when it arrives. But I did pick up a card today. What else did I buy today? Did I buy anything interesting? Nope. No, I did not. I got some more Karuda. Actually, it was 2 nights ago. I dropped a ton of money ordering a lot of cases of the new Paradise Dragana. I think I went with 8 cases of it. There we go. So that was a bit. It's not a ton of cases, but that's a good first wave, right? And then we'll see how popular it is. If it's not popular, we won't restock it. Woohoo. Sylveon Gaming. Hello, Sylveon Gaming. All right. Okay, so here is this Lord of the Rings. Oh. What's his name again? Isildur? Isildur! No. Here he is, floating in the water, the mucky water. Come on, Frodo, you know better than that. And here's our king and queen, about to make out. All right, cool, man. Aragorn's about to go on to genocide the orcs. Hey! All right, okay, Matthew. I'm pretty sure he did that, right? Didn't Aragorn genocide the orcs? Didn't Aragorn genocide the orcs? Yeah, he wiped out all the orcs. What do you guys think about that? Is that genocide? So, Mr. Matthews... Here we go. I think that's wrong. There we go. It goes against orcs' rights. Very good. Oops. And we'll grab this. Haha, we got Venomoth. We'll grab Charizard. And Aerodactyl. Here's Mario and the Booze. Just watched Dark Winds on Netflix. Cool thriller series. Would recommend. Nice, man. The Stormtrooper outfits pissed me off. And oh, thank you. That was another complaint I had. So not only did they make Stormtrooper outfits for the Commonwealth, but they were literally like Stormtroopers. I mean, you just knew these faceless soldiers walking around were 100% just going to be like fodder, basically. And not only were they fodder, they couldn't shoot anybody. They couldn't shoot the zombies. They have all this armor and they still can't stop the zombies. They just fall on them and eat them. But they couldn't also shoot any of the good guys either. They just managed to fail to shoot all of the good guys. It's embarrassing. They're straight up stormtroopers. Joey Maycumber wants 3 spots in the Ultra Prism. You got it. Yeah, it was awful, man. Stormtrooper outfits in the last season. What's up with that? JM. You're going to get me going, man. JM. And JM. Ha-ha. Commonwealth was a 1 out of 10 plot. The politics aspect was so boring. That's right. Like, they had like a whole trial and everything in the very final episodes. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, dude. This is so boring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, 8 deep. It definitely felt kind of like I don't know, like somebody's pet project to push their ideas, you know, their political opinion onto the audience. It's like, here's what's good and here's what's wrong. We got to stop the past. Aiden May 3 Primal Clash. Okay, Aiden May Primal Clash. That's actually what they said at one point. They said that to the blonde, blue-eyed bad guy lady, right? And it was right at the very end when she's about to be eaten by the lawyer or something like that. And there's this moment where the TV show's getting very preachy, and it's like, well, the whole goal is we were trying to stop all the mistakes of the past or something like that. It's like, the mistakes of the past. Are they referring to, like, before the zombie outbreak? Like, is this some deeper commentary on regular society? And it's like, well, the problem is the zombies. The problem is we got zombies, bro. All right, Aiden May says 3 Primal Clash. And then he says, I got an old bag. All right, Aiden May. Here it goes. Ready? Sleep. Ta-da! Ready? I was waiting for the characters to start calling each other comrade, because it had that feel to it. Good job, comrade. Ooh. Ooh. All right. They were going to kill the Russian royal family. Oh. Oh. You know, the show ends with the rich person's home blowing up. I was like, oh, thank you. Very nice. We are. Oh, yeah. We went from Terminus to freaking Commonwealth. Terminus was so dark, and Commonwealth just seemed like Disneyland. There we go. Kyogre. Ooh. With Stormtroopers. All right. What do we got? Groudon Spirit Link. Ooh, Aiden May, I like the Flygon. The Flygon's a great pull, but just the Flygon. I don't know, man. You might have to go deeper. Here's Tentacruel. Flygon. All right. Good. Thank God I didn't watch TWD. You're not necessarily missing out on anything. You might watch it one day just to know how you feel about it, but, like, yeah. I just wish the focus had more been on the zombie problem, like the zombies themselves. But I feel like the show was treating the zombies like they were boring and like, all right, let's get away from these. The story is no longer about the zombies. Aiden May. Yo! Looks like you got 2 bags here, Aiden. Okay, 2 very old bags for Mr. Aiden May. Must have been a busy time back then. So, Aiden, you need to ship these out. We no longer update the bag. The bag is expired in November. You will definitely want to ship out because you got a good card here, okay? So that's a nice card. There you go. You got these lovely guys now. And you've got this beautiful Flygon. This bag is a year old in November. There we go. I will mark the bag, though, to say that you were here. Because I don't want to actually take it. Good job, comrade. Yeah, I was just waiting for them to say that. It's seriously like, Jesus Christ, man. All right, very nice. Aiden May. Very good. 6 corrupted paladin. It got pretty preachy. I think shows do better when they aren't preachy. I feel like shows do well when they focus on maybe like evil itself. Right, like when you're watching The Walking Dead Season 1, you feel like the zombies are this evil force of nature, and it's a great feeling. Nothing else is going on yet. There you go. It's just like you've been hit by this virus, this outbreak, this whatever it is, the dead are rising out of hell kind of situation, right? And it's this tremendously good feeling. It's this sort of deep gut instinct bad feeling. You have a real bad guy. But most of the story of the last season was all sort of like, again, it was social politics commentary. And the story wasn't about the zombies so much. The zombies were more like a background noise. Like, oh yeah, and by the way, they're zombies and they can eat you. It's like, okay. There we go. All right, what we got? Here's Head Across. Ha-ha. All right. It's almost like what they wanted to say, the real bad guy is capitalism and rich people. And it's like, that could even be true. You could be right. The bad guy could be capitalism and rich people. That could be the real evil in the real world. But it's like, just supposing that compared to focusing on the problem of the zombies. It's just not a good feeling for a zombie movie. It's a zombie TV show. That's why I'm there for, the zombies. Like, come on, man, do some Left 4 Dead or something. Put people on, yeah, I don't know. I think they were just struggling with their own product. I don't think they knew what they wanted to do with it. Miss 6. Oh, yeah, that was for Miss 6. You've got Varoom and Skeledirge. She normally donates the holos. I think I will continue to take the holos. Is that okay, Miss 6? The real bad guy is you. How could you say that? What do you mean ship out? Has he not paid? Oh, shipping is a separate thing. So people purchase shipping as a separate purchase, right? And that's when we know to ship the bag out. That's how it works. All right. There we go. I know you don't wash your hands after you pee, then you open our cards. Hey! False accusations. There we go. Who do we got next? We got Matt Hedrick, 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Carddass. Make sure one of them is the Red Eyes. We got 1, and we got 2. There you go. What we got here? We got Tits McGee, and you got the Crazy Clown. All right. Bad, Mr. Bad. That's evil. Mr. reminds me of Eugene. Oh, that's his name. The guy with the little ponytail. He was insufferable. That character was insufferable to watch. He was just like this blubbering, crying guy the whole time, and you just felt like he was this milady, milady, milady. All right, we're all out of orders. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at all the breaks. First of all, we got this lovely giveaway. Don't forget about that. Thank you to Carl for that. And then let's talk about all the breaks. So we got Alakazam here. He's Carddass Alakazam, graded 10. Really fancy. Really nice to own. Mega Gengar. He's the big break on the table. He is super nice, but he takes a long time to break. He's a $40 break. We got the Magnemite. He is now the star card. 3 spots left if you still want a chance to jump in and join it. Here is the Diglett Charizard, a hefty $60 break, but he's a no rarity Charizard, very fancy. Now, we've got Ultra Prism. Ultra Prism is a... Wait, how many spots are left in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 spots left in the Ultra Prism. This is a Sun and Moon era set that has some popular girl cards in it, but it also has some cool Pokemons in it. And then this right here is another break. Oh, not this. That's just for sale. Here we are. So this is the Neo Booster, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in it. It needs 3 more people to go off. So there you have it. Don't forget there's also a booster pack slab. That is not close though, so that one's got a long way to go. Those are the breaks. Next up, we've got Aiden May. 8 Crimson Invasion and shipping. Sorry for forgetting about the old bag. You're all good, man. I'm glad it didn't get to a year old. You can keep adding stuff to it if you'd like. It doesn't actually have to go until November. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, but I wanted to make sure you were informed because we've been confiscating some bags that are too old, and so you were there. So I want to make sure you knew how it all worked. Here's some Vivid Voltage. You guys want some Vivid Voltage for sale? I don't think it's on the menu. There we go. All right, let's count these up. I'm glad you're opening these. These are so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's get that reverse holo Chibi Pikachu out of here. How much per spot for the Ultra Prism? $14 per spot. Gives you half of a booster pack. Snipping this. Snipping this. Okay. Aiden May. We got Shellos. Cute little Shellos. Take a look at that. Very cute. Kakuna. All right. How much is shipping one slab? International shipping for a single slab should be $20. You can actually kind of squeeze a couple slabs in there. So you can squeeze like, I think you can get about 3 slabs in. So you can get 3 slabs in for $20 if it's only slabs. Here's Cacnea. Here's Minchino. Stoofle. Salandit. And Mamoswine. All right. All hollows in this case. Looking for Pikachu for you. Even if he's non-hollow, he's still Pikachu, you know? He looks really cute in this set. Ah, there he is. I found him. All right. You want a little Haunter, too? There's a little Haunter. Okay. Whew. There you go. You thinking about shipping out 1 or 2 of your slabs? Not a bad idea. You got a lot of stuff over here, man. For international shoppers, we can keep your stuff over here for a very long time if you need to. There we go. So you don't have to worry. If you're an international shopper, we're not going to do the 1-year thing with you. We'll store your stuff over here for a long time. There we go. Salandit. We might even offer a service where we can sell your stuff for you on eBay potentially. So if you feel like just liquidating, we can auction it on eBay. Here's Cacnea. Okay, there we are. Oh, yeah. That Pikachu is nice, man. Okay. Feel free to go deeper if you want, Mr. Aiden. I'm going to go get your bag now. What do you think we should do with people who cart with a lance? Off with their heads! How ironic. If a guy brings a lance to the match, and he's the one who does all the carting, I say, off with their heads, Mary. I'm supposed to try and make a piece of content for that channel tonight. The weapon popularity video, but I need help because I cannot collect the weapon popularity data for the PlayStation or the PC if anyone wants to help. I've tried recruiting people in the Discord server, but they haven't gotten it done yet. So if anyone here is listening and you want to help get the weapon popularity data tonight, I can teach you how to do it like right now. I like the way you think, mister. I approve. Okay, let's see. So Aiden May, I'm seeing a different address for you than what we have on file. I'm going to bet that you probably moved. I'm going to go in and delete your old address. And I'm going to use the new address, okay? Okay, old address is deleted. Now we're using the new address in your PayPal. What do you need me to do, stepbro? I talk about it. Hold on. I talk about it in the description, or not the description, the announcement channel of the other server. So first of all, if you guys want to get, if you guys want to participate more, you go here. Hold on, let me go over here. Okay, good. There's actually adult channels on there if you didn't know that. So we go to the announcements. So, how to find the first Wyverian to gather weapon popularity data. So I actually teach you how to do it. This is an announcements in that server. First, Wyverians have a set spawn point that will show up at random. You just need to know one of those points and keep loading in and out of the map until you force them to spawn. This can take a lot of tries. You have to be confident that you have a spawn point. Spawn into... Okay, so I give away one of the spawn points. There's one in the Elder's Recess from the Southern Camp. You run down to where the Behemoth fight starts. You go to the left, and then you look back at that wall. So I give a picture away so you know where it's at. He should be about right over here, I believe. So you just... load the map, Elder's Recess, Southern Camp 1, run down to where the Behemoth fight should be, jump off the ledge to the left, and you check here. If he's there, you're ready to get the weapon popularity data. If he's not there, you got to go back to a different map, and then you got to load Elder's Recess all over again. So we need that for the PlayStation. We need that for the PC. Once you find him, gather all the weapon data by showing him each of the weapons. That was how we were gathering that in the past. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know how weapon popularity data was gathered. So those were kind of like a video only I made. All right. Yeah, if anyone knows that, oh my gosh, who is Carl? If anyone wants to help me do that, we can get that video made tonight. If I don't get the data for PlayStation and I don't get the data for PC, I'll make the video without them. And then you guys just won't get the data for your games, and it'll be really sad. Okay, we're hitting print. Mr. Aiden. I can see what I can do. Yeah, you know, you can go to the announcement channel in that Discord and reread that slowly to make sure you understand. It's really simple. He shows up for sure in that location. It's just a matter of loading the map over and over and over again until he shows up. So you got to check there over and over and over again. Can you ship just my brother's slabs? If you send me $20, your phone number, and the name of the slabs, we can do that for you. Absolutely. All right. So now we got an order over here for Mr. Gargoyle. 2 spots in the prison break. You got it. Oops. All right. Oops. Okay. Gargoyle. Okay. You should sell every slab for $5. I certainly could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 10 of these. We are ready to go. This is round 2 of the Ultra Prism, everybody. Round 2 of the Ultra Prism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There they are, the 10 names. Let's get them shuffled. Can it be an expedition? That's right. That's right. Expedition. Yep. You really just travel to the map. That's all you do. So you travel straight over to Southern Camp 1, run down, jump off that ledge on the left, and then you turn around and look around for him on that wall. He should be on that wall. If you don't see him, you need to fully leave the map. You need to go to a different map or to the base, and then you need to reload it. It's kind of tedious and boring, but the moment you see him, you're done. And then all you got to do is you got to keep traveling back and forth to him in the camp with the 14 different weapons, and you write the names down. So once you got him, you're good. But yeah, it's a little annoying. Getting him to spawn in is annoying. There's a trick to getting him to spawn in faster. Basically, if you know another one of his spawn locations on a different map, you just load between the 2 maps. So you go from Elder's Recess to like whatever, like that water map. And I used to know a place in the water map where he'd spawn. So you just load one, load the other, load one, load the other, until he finally shows up. But if you don't know another set spawn location, you can just go back to like base and then just reload Elder Recess over and over. So you can just do Elder Recess by itself. All right, give me that number. I'll work on it now. Woohoo! That's awesome. You get a little shout out if you're doing that. All right. Let me make sure no one else has officially done it too, by the way, because I was asking for help. So I'm going to go down to PlayStation 5. Yeah, it looks like nobody's done it yet. No one's done it for either the PC or the PlayStation. Some people said they would help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But here we are. I got to make the video after this stream, and I don't have the data. Ta-da! Okay, ready? We got JM, Jeff Leon. Joey Maycumber going to take the hit in this pack. What do you think of the playtest and prototype cards? I don't know. I've seen them. Do you think they're fake? There is Prin Plup. If they were fake, don't you think the studio, like the Pokemon card company, would have spoken up and been like, those are fake? If they're real, it's pretty impressive. but I don't know how to value them. I don't know what the value on something like that is. Sometimes it's just better to own something like that in the off chance that it does become highly desirable. Oh, I got one of the prototype Pokemon. When do they come down? When do they actually finish selling? Is it this weekend? Should I bid on one, you guys think? I thought about bidding on Hypno. There we go. I'm a Hypno fan. Here's Gargoyle and Jeff Leon. What is it about? Ta-da! So we've got a skateboard. Ugh. All right, that wasn't a good pack. Sent to ship, my brother ED's 3 slabs. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And I think this is the first time we'll be shipping out to you guys, so this is a good test. Establish that shipping route. We'll be using the shipping address of whatever PayPal has listed, okay? Which I think is probably his address, if I had to guess, because it's in his name. From what I understand, they have pretty solid provenance. Akabane posted some photos of them a couple years back. Bunch ended on alt tonight. The golden ones end in 3 days. Oh, nice. If you don't mind me asking, what's alt, by the way? Alt? Is that an acronym for something else? And what did they go for, roughly? I'm curious, because they're a little bit tempting, but it's like at the same time, I don't have to spend money on something like that. I can go buy something that everyone wants. You know, like not everyone wants the prototypes or can afford them, but everyone wants the latest set of Pokemon. So, you know, in terms of a financial move, they're more of a luxury purchase in my mind. All right. Did my order pass? Not yet. Wait, did it? What was your order, Jen? Here is Joey Maycomber. Oh! Joey, you're picking up that... Oh, Joey, you got the cold half. I'm sorry. Joey, you got the cold half. Jeff, you're picking up the full art. You shipped me the Heart Gold Soul Silver Spanish booster box. Oh, right. Okay, cool, man. I'll be texting you my findings directly on Discord. Step Bro. That is awesome. I'm so glad you're working on that. So glad you're working on that because I don't have my PlayStation anymore. I think it's in a box in the basement, but I don't want to like set it up, figure it all out, do all these updates for it. You know, there's probably like a bunch of updates. And I don't have my gaming PC ready either, so I've just got the Xbox ready. Here we go, Necrozma. Oh, yeah. Slab, Break, Spot, and Karuda. Slab, Break, Spot. I think we did that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know if we did the Karuda yet. Was the Karuda separate? I think the Karuda must be separate. No, we did the Karuda. You pulled a Dragonite. I remember now. Yeah, you pulled a Dragonite out of the Karuda, and we got your Spot in the Alakazam. That's Jeff Leon. All right, Jeff. Picking up Necrozma. There you go. All right. Here's Gargoyle and Jeff Leon. Jen, did you say you play Monster Hunter? We're getting closer to playing Monster Hunter World again. On the other channel. Here we have Bun Eerie and Gibble. Ooh. I know I am, in fact, I'm the best. The only prototype, earliest ones that ended tonight was 24,000 per each, or like for a whole bundle of them. 24K, that's a lot of money. All right, Mr. Jeff. That's a lot of money for somebody. Mr. Gargoyle. Okay, Gargoyle with the G. Yeah, if Mary gets that data, that's going to be perfect. I'm going to get the Xbox data. I'm going to try and get it tonight. Finally, we've got Jeff Leon and Joey Maycomber. All right, cool, man. Are you interested in trading the Dragonite? There we go. What we got? Here's Drapion Bastodon. So this is for Joey Maycomber. Kind of a rough round for you this time, Joey. Here's Joey. Whoa, that's a huge bag, man. Jeff Leon. Oh, Bastiodon. Is it Bastiodon? How do you say that guy's name? Here's Drapion. All right, Jeff, picking up this nice holo. All right. Very nice. Ooh. Anything you have to finish or do before you can get him to spawn, or can he spawn whenever? He can spawn whenever. It's just a random chance. And Expedition is perfectly fine. That's exactly how I always did it. I just did it in Expedition. He is surprisingly difficult to get to spawn. Think of it like this. Every time a map loads, I'm pretty sure he's randomly on one of the maps in the game. He could be in your map. And then, not only that, he has multiple spawn points on every map. So you're just checking one spawn point over and over again. And I guess if you knew all the spawn points in Elder's Recess, you could check all of them before reloading the map. But it's faster to just check one spawn point that's close to a camp and just do it over and over again. So yeah, it's very tedious to find them, but the moment you find them, you're pretty much set. What is his name? It's called the First Wyverian. The First Wyverian. He's a little dude. He'll be standing on a ledge. All right. I sent a $0 PayPal order for the free Charizard. Oh, all right. I like that. Hey, speaking of which, let's get some spots in here. You ready? Roll it. We got James and Elena. James. Oh, Elena. Mr. Hammam. 8 Hammam. This marker's so dead. Michael Bethel. There we go. We got Uriel Chavez. Packology. Yeah, we rewatched the first episode of Walking Dead, and it was so much better. I was like, dang, dude. The show used to be so good. So good, so tasty. Squirtle, Ariados, Beedrill, and Ivysaur. Let's hit that play button. Oh, we're going to turn on Nintendo Synthwave. Okay. So the next order is 2 spots for Matt Hansen in the Ultra Prism. And the way we deal with that is by getting a fresh round of these. So we pulled a full art, but there can actually be 2 full arts in the box. There usually is. Not always, but usually. And Mr. Matt, let's get you 2 spots in there. Here it is. Forgot to add the shipping details in the $20 order. Send a penny message. Okay, sounds good. Matt Hansen. Oops. Matt Hansen. All right. Very nice. You've got us started the next round. Mega Absol, huh? I got some new cards up on the table. Caleb Ibarra, 2 spots in the Ultra Prism. You got it, Mr. Caleb. Okay, so it's already 4 spots deep. Oh, but I can see Gargoyle sent in too, so it's actually 6 spots deep. So Ultra Prism is turning out to be popular. Oh, this marker's dying too. Both markers are dying off really fast. I'm going to have to go get a fresh marker if you guys don't mind. All right. I'm getting a fresh marker. All right. Here we are. Whew. I want to see that full art waifu, even if I don't pull it law. Me too, man. Aiden May, 8 more Crimson. I got robbed. Typical Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and is that the end of the box? That's the end of that box. Toss that box away. Aiden May, he's going deeper. All right, snippet it up. Mr. Aiden. Oops. Sneep. Sneep. There it goes. Oh. Oh. There you go. Gyarados GX. Beautiful, man. Awesome. What's this? This is going to be Skiddo. Ah! Aren't you glad you went a little deeper? So, and that's the end of the box, too. So the next round of Crimson Invasion is a fresh box. How nice is that? Gladion, Xerneas, Holo. Aiden, imagine you had quit where you were at. You'd have missed all the pulls. Here's Salandit. Here's Zvilis. How's that? That's a bit more satisfying. Here's a Remoraid. And Wigglytuff. Let's go ahead and start looking around for Pikachu, shall we? Okay. Oh, there we go. I like to include all the Pikachus. I think the Pikachus are nice. Even if they're non-holo. Still, oh, 2 of them. Good. Okay, there we go. All right. Place this over here. Do you still have no Entei slabs? No Entei slabs. I probably have a Rocket Returns Entei. Yeah, we probably have Rocket Returns Entei. Oh. Okay, Jangmo-O. Look at that, Jangmo-O. And Wigglytuff looking real tough. Oh, very nice. Aiden May. He goes, I got robbed. Thank you very much. I think we got our shipping next. Yep, here it is. Shipping for my brother Slabs, Dancer Helm, Sneaker Bunko Booby Grab. All 3 should have his name on the back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make a label. Let's do it. Whew. All right, reduce the weight and bring this up to 8. And now we're going to clear this. I'm going to say Edwin. I assume Rocket Returns Entei is a few thousand. He's probably like 1,500. I don't know, actually. We'd have to look it up. It might be like 1,100. It's not that crazy. Oh, are we shipping it somewhere else? Okay, we might be shipping it somewhere new. No, wait. This is the, Okay, hold on. Let me edit this. Looks like there's some changes to the address. No address found. What are you talking about? Dude, I swear, this software is so stupid sometimes. There it is, found it. Okay, now we're going to click edit. Okay, we're going to hit OK on that. Da-da-da-da-da. Hold on. I got to edit more of it. We got to add in the phone number and all that. PSA messes up and gives my Snorlax a 10, then I'm going to give you a good price for it. Oh, yeah? They actually do that. They make mistakes. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and edit this again. So this time we're going to add the email and the phone number. So email, phone number. All right, there's the phone number. International shippings take a little extra time. Okay, I think we've got all the information now. Okay, we're going to say you pay for the customs. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a stab at the value on them. Okay. And now we're... Where were they again? They were... You mentioned what they were. Dancer CGC Pristine 10. Helm PSA 10. Sneaker Bunko Booby Grab Pristine 10. Okay, yeah. Okay, we are doing fine. And now we hit print. There it is, perfect. All right, 3 slabs only. What's up, Winston Lee? How's it going, man? Let me go ahead and get this information to Miss Alexis now. So the next trick. And I'm going to go text Alexis. Here she is. This will say Friday. Edwin Enriquez. All right, so I've texted that to her. Oh, wow. It looks like Mary found the data for the PC. Awesome. All right. What is Alexis doing? What are you doing up at 2:45 a.m.? Alexis is apparently up right now. There we go. Let's get that Neil pack break moving. I know what we're going to do. We're going to make a... she's angry. We'll make Alexis do the overnight stream, and I'll just change my schedule, so she'll become the overnight streamer. There we go. So, let's see. We have an order from Javier Arroyo next. 3 PRB1s. Let's get the Neo pack break moving. It's 3 spots away. It's really close, actually. How's the line tonight, boys? Not bad, not bad. I paid to ship my bag, says Winston Lee. Sounds good, Mr. Winston. Sounds good. Why the sad face? You got the Bidoof. All right, Javier. So we got a round of international shipping done, and now we're moving back to opening cards. We're looking for the God pack in these PRB1s. Because the sooner we can pull a God Pack, the sooner I can go, oh my god! Okay, holos. Yo, we got Captain D. Neopack? Look at that, guys. You got her Neopack? What are you talking about? One of these. There we go. Alright. Wait a second. Neopack. That's about to go off. It needs 3 more people. My ears perking up when I hear that word Neopack. There we go. This card used to be worth $3.30 in the past. See the sticker? $3.29. Unbelievable. Javier Arroyo, nothing crazy coming out. Jennifer Yap says, finish my slab away. Okay. Finishing a slab away for Jennifer. She's got Snorlax. You got an expensive Snorlax. What Snorlax was that? When did you slab that away? June? So, that's back in June. There's no way it's in here, but I might as well check. It's gonna be in the J box. Tammy Lowe's got a card in here. Now I'm here. Alexis! Alexis, you can't be up this late. You gotta get a full night's rest. Ah, here it is. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. She got a fancy Dragon Frontier Snorlax. I remember this now. Haha. There we go. Tell us about your week, Miss Alexis. How's your week going? Huh? Ooh. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. A grass-type Snorlax, because it's Delta species. All right. Real rare card, too, by the way. Miss Jen. I can't be up this late, but I am. Who's stopping me? Nobody. That's true. We're all up this late. Okay, say that. Looks like I got a friend request. Is that true? Okay. Okay. Let me go over here. Okay, let's see. Wish I got paid today so I can jump into the Neo break. I'll do you a bar loan. What do they call this? They call tab. I'll get you a tab. We finally eradicated the mold. Got all the dishes in the cabinet either cleaned or thrown out. Just letting it dry and seeing if there's any kind of leak now. Wait, you're not keeping the mold? You're not keeping the mold? That's where all the good flavor comes from. You don't know where the good flavor is? Flavor doesn't come from bleach. Flavor comes from mold, like moldy cheese. That's where the flavor is. Ooh, this marker's so much better. Take it from a mold expert like me. Vulpix. Keeping the mold, that's crazy. Ha! You're just racist against different types of life forms. You're Elijah Martinez, right? Here's Troy Malice. Troy. She doesn't even like mold. Millie away. Typical American. There we go. All right, there we go. I'm so racist against mold. She admits to it. She wittily admits to it. Here's Gargoyle with 2 more spots in that break of Ultra Prism. Mr. Gargoyle. Tell us something that makes you angry. We want to hear something that makes you angry. There we go. We want you to be like, "Urgh." Here's... share an angry story. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 6 of these. Ooh. Inconsistency pisses me off. That's too vague. Be like, that bitch at Walmart gave me the side eye and I got pissed. I was ready to freak out. Here's Jennifer. Yeah, Wave 4 Tops. Oh, yeah, Wave 4 Tops. So, Wave 4 Tops, this box is a little cheaper because it feels a little stickier, in my opinion. All right, let's grab her the one with the Charizard in it, shall we? Give me a second here. I had very few bad experiences with customers. There you go. That's because you didn't get me as a customer. I'm a straight up Karen. These bananas, they're too yellow. Are these bananas supposed to be this yellow? All right, here goes Miss Jen. Are you ready? So wave 4, if you pull Charizard, we'll scream your name. Okay. Oh, there it is. Persian. Aha, beautiful Persian. So still really presentable from the front. A little sticky on the back. I could feel it in the pack. I mean, I guess it's not too bad, but yep, it's a little sticky. Oh, yeah. If you pull the Charizard, we'll make it look good for the video clip, okay? We'll be like, yo! Because I don't think there's a lot of... I don't know if there's any clips of Wave 4 Charizard on the internet. We might be the first ones to generate a clip of it. It could be a pretty big moment. Metapoo, Nidorina, Victorville. I did get you as a customer. Worst, biggest mistake of your life. I had a customer try to throw a garbage can at me through the Wendy's drive-thru window. Ugh. What's the male version of a Karen? A Karen? You just call him a Karen. That guy's acting like a real Karen. Yeah, you just do that. What do you guys think? You think I would be a Karen in real life? Probably not. I'm more about, oh yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to offend you, sorry. An Aaron? Oh my God. He's being a real Aaron. Here's, I think they say Kyle though, right? Don't people say Kyle? Here's Pidgeot. Here's Snorlax. Here's Cyndaquil. And Farfetch'd. Okay. We have an order of Javier Arroyo, 2 spots in the Ultra Prism. Oh my God. I'm telling you, you don't want me as a customer. I might be like, hey, you wanna sell some Pokemons, kids? There you go, Javier Arroyo. There you go. Okay, there we go. Oops. What was in my bag? Jennifer Yap. You got from Skibidi NHCC. 2 Gen from TCC. Dark Charmeleon, Diglett, Dark Dragonair, Rosso, these guys. Venat. This is your current bag. You've got other bags in a box. Someone once said they think it should be Dave, and I was like, hell no. I don't know. Oh, because your name's Dave. I guess what pisses me off is mold. I was sobbing while throwing out some of my favorite decor. Ah, yes. Decor. There are. What's decor? Is decor like a decoration? Javier Arroyo with a J-A. Oh, why am I going to... No, we don't do that. We put your spots in here. Yes, decoration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How would you rate walking around in Hobby Lobby as an experience, Alexis? Would you rate it? Give us a 1 out of 10 rating. 1 to 10. Jennifer, yep, 20 of the Karudas. Whoa, you're probably gonna snipe something if you're gonna order 20 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13. If I can pick this up. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that is a full 20 Karuda. I hear a lot of Hobby Lobbies have them. I had to throw them away and I love them. Aw, Sigilif, Vintage Mewtwo, Vintage Mew, Jellicent, Vulpix. That's a vintage Vulpix. You see the back? So that's a really old one. Spoink, Chansey. This is also a really old one. Excelgor or something like that. What's this guy's name? Somebody tell me his name. Here's, wow, look at that artwork on that one. That's really nice. I like the texturing. Snorlax, very nice. Vintage Pikachu. Yeah, the texturing on these are really cool. Meryl, Minccino, Togepi, Smoliv, Vintage Dragonite. Somebody having too much fun with the drawings here. Okay, the Rocket Team and Stanky Manky. Excelgor. Oh, I was close. Excelgor. Wow. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. The Excelgor is not easy to remember. 410 for Hobby Lobby. I hate decorations with writing on them. And then everything else is Jesus loves you. Jesus. Jesus. He does love you. You just won't accept him. I'm on my knees for you, Jesus. Brandon Warder, 1 into the Jungle Sublist. Okay. Ah, here we are. Brandon Warder. So the Jungle Sublist has 3 spots remaining to it, and then it's over. All right. I tend to find some decent stuff at thrift stores, quality stuff, and cheap. Are there thrift stores out here? I know there's no Goodwill. What do you do, Alexis? What do you do for fun? I want to know what Alexis does for fun. Give us your day-to-day, Alexis. What does Alexis and Brody do when they want to have a heck of a lot of fun? Here's Graveler. Here's Roselia. Okay, now we got Mr. Winston Lee. Please ship my bag. Winston with the W? We're going to go find your bag, Winston. So I believe it's going to be over here somewhere. All right, put this here. I sell Pokemon cards when I want to have fun. What? That's so cool. Here's Winston Lee. He just replaced Baby with Jesus. Yeah. I'm on my knees for you, Jesus. I want you inside of me. All right. Okay. Sometimes I go to Walmart and set my kid loose in the garden supply section because no one goes down there. And then she's ready for a nap. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. How heavy is this? Okay. Just heavy enough, huh? The body of Christ. Sleek swimmer's body, all muscled up and toned. The body of Christ. Oh, what a body. I wish I could call it my own. What the... Other times I take our walks to the ice cream shop. I've never been to that ice cream shop. I see people there, but it's like the parking lot's so uninviting, I never go. It's like this tiny parking lot. Lord Almighty, well, I've never been so enticed. Oh, I wish I had the body of Christ. The body of Christ, body of Christ, body of Christ, body of Christ. Jennifer Yap says, I'm sending in for the Neo Pack. Ooh, okay. Jen's going deep on the Neo Pack. Good luck, guys. Neo Pack away! Jen Yap. All right. We got to get Lexus to do an opening of one of these expensive packs. Jennifer Yap. Jennifer Yap. With this marker that is going dull. I like to stay home most of the time. Oh, sometimes I go to Petco because of the free petting zoo. All right. We are. There needs to be more to do out here in Lake of the Ozarks. I wish they had a bowling alley, and I wish we had a movie theater instead of having to drive to the Osage one. But when you actually go to the Osage movie theater, it's so empty anyways. All right, there we are. Miss Jennifer. And we're grabbing this. That's not it. We're grabbing this. All right. EX pack next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There it is, everybody. All right, we've got all the spots we need. Let me go create a breaks history for this because it began in the daytime stream. So I'm going to go create a breaks history. Okay. Neo, Gen, Boofda. I like an empty theater. Do you? I feel like if I wanted that, I could just stay home. I think it's awkward when the movie theater is empty. I go, what am I doing here? It's so weird. When we went to watch Alien Romulus, there was just like 3 other couples there. It was so empty. But I've heard a lot of people say that they have similar experiences at movie theaters these days, unless you go on the exact day it comes out. Because nowadays, people just stay home and watch TV. It's cheaper, and your couch is more comfortable, and your TV's giant anyways. There you go. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, let's go through these slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, just showing those off. All right. Body of Christ, body of Christ, body of Christ, body of Christ. Oh. Oh. I need like extreme things to make me feel like I'm alive. When I go outside, going for like a nice walk or something like that, it's like not extreme enough for me. I don't know what it is. Do I have like a warped sense of like dopamine or something? If I'm not working, I'm like, what am I doing, dude? It's work and sleep. That's it. There you go. All right, give me a number, guys. I have so much trouble having fun. Ooh. Go skydiving. I tell Karis that all the time that I'm going to go skydiving one day. Packology says 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. There it goes. All right. Good luck to you all. Now, I don't know how to pull from the front or the back. I don't know the placement of the rares. But Mr. Mike's side has requested that we only pull with the cards with the back facing. He says, do it that way because it just looks better. I said, all right. I say, you got it. Somebody's getting a ladybug, though, that's for sure. All right, there it is. So cards face away is the only way we're going to do it from now on because he likes it that way and he's the editor. Caleb Ibarra, first one to get a card pulled. Mr. Caleb Ibarra, picking up the psychic energy from Neo Genesis. Okay, Caleb, where in the world is Caleb Ibarra, I wonder? He's got a box right here. Perfect. That was easy. I know he's got a lot of stuff with me. So, Caleb, that is one spicy energy card. That was not a cheap energy card. Okay, next we've got Anthony Kalura. What could Anthony pull? I did skydiving with my buddies, and it seriously is the most adrenaline-inducing thing you can do. Pillow Swine, he's an uncommon. Super nice. Okay, that's Anthony Kalura. It sounds crazy, you know, like, because it's so against your instinct to jump out of an airplane, you know what I'm saying? And I know my uncle's done it, and I would like to do it someday for sure. I love roller coasters. Can't get enough of them because they don't scare me. So no matter how scary the roller coaster is, it's never enough. Here's Jennifer Yap. All right, Miss Jen, let's see what this is. You ready? Picking up a beautiful uncommon Magmar for Jennifer. Ooh. No matter how crazy the roller coaster is, it's never crazy enough for me because I've ridden them all. You know, once you've ridden like a bunch of them, you don't need to ride any more of them. They're all basically the same. And they can make the roller coasters like powerful enough to knock you out, I guess. They can black you out, but it's like, I don't know. Christopher Houghton, you ready? Here goes. I'm going to go off the grid and live like a hermit. Look at that Croconaut. Now, what makes you want to do that? Christopher Houghton. Now, we're moving you to the city. It's going to be crowded, noisy. It's going to have the smell of pee. Here's a Chris Houghton. I believe this is you. Haha. There you go. All right. Ow. And then your kids are going to be propagandized to in school. There you go. And if you disagree, they'll take your kid away. Here's Jonathan Lewandowski. Oh, it was another heavy pack. You got to be kidding. How many heavy packs are we getting? Wow, it's crazy. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful. Jonathan Lewandowski. I was just talking to you guys the other day about how I was pretty sure somehow we were beating the pull rate of a regular booster box. So in a regular booster box, you're supposed to get a pull rate of 1 out of 3 for the heavy packs. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know what it is, but lately we've been getting a pull rate better than 1 out of 3 for heavy packs. That's crazy, dude. Look at that. Beautiful. Jonathan Lewandowski and his beautiful Skarmory. Now, Jonathan, that's going to go into a little holder here. Is he here? Is he watching? He ordered his spot in the daytime stream. He's going to have to watch this in the replay probably. He's going to be very happy. Skarmory. Wow, another heavy pack. How does that happen? What are the odds? The odds are so bad for that. We are just insanely lucky for some reason. I feel like the luck really... Well, the luck's been going on for a while. Think of all the Dark Charizards we pulled. Then we moved into the Gold Star Registeel, and then the No Symbol Snorlax. Yeah, we've just been getting lucky over and over and over again. Okay, this was still pulled in August, so we're going to say 8/24. So the August, baby. All right, there it is. Haha. Cool, man. Send that up there. All right, I just can't believe that. Oops. All right, so it's going to be Ivan after this guy. Caleb. Mr. Caleb. Okay, here's Caleb Ibarra picking a Spinarak. All right, here it is. I have no clue. One day it's going to do the other. It's going to go the other way around. We're going to get a bunch of cold packs in a row one day. I don't want you guys to feel upset about it if it ever happens, because it's supposed to be purely random. But man, we're just flying high on these. There we go. Oh yeah, Totodile, nice dude. We're flying high on these good feelings right now from all these heavy packs, but the math ain't mathin'. Like, how are we pulling so many? Here it is, Ivan Ramirez. They're going to start saying that I reseal the packs with hollows in them in the comment section, because that's how paranoid people are. If something good happens to us, they're like, it's fake. Here's Anthony Kalura. Ooh, Anthony. Okay, Anthony's going to pull. Cyndaquil. Not bad, not bad. The data collecting is done for all 14 weapons. Yay! All right, there we go. And then next up we've got Jennifer Yap. She's going to pull. My brain's thinking about that video that needs to be made. If I need to tell Mike Size something. You got Shuckle! Shuckle's like my favorite. He's so nice. He gets to just hang out in his own shell and make Shuckle juice. You know me, I'm always making a little Shuckle juice. You know what I'm saying? All right, there we go. Here's Joey Maycumber. He's going to take Double Gust. Ooh, that's pretty tough. He got the trainer. Not a lot of trainers in that pack, but you got the trainer, Joey. Darn it. The trainer and the energy card were probably the toughest pulls. Trainer and the energy card. And the ranking is not in order. No problem. Jennifer Yap. So I think we know what this is. I believe this is going to be the Ladybug. Oh, yeah. Look at that Ladybug. Such a classic Neo Genesis pull. Thank you so much, Jen, and everyone who participated. And there we go. Again, Jonathan Lewandowski with the huge luck over here. He's been lucky before. He pulled that Shining Kabutops. You think I should sell that back to him, guys? I know he wants it. I feel bad for keeping it. I think there's a swirl there, but it's really hard to see it. It's because when when a card's really dark, it's hard to see the holo pattern. You can see sort of a swirl right there. I don't think it matters. If the card is so dark, you can't see the swirl. Does the swirl really exist? Yep, there it goes. Wow. All right, let's get a new card picked. Let's do a Neo Discovery. Wait, he pulled a Shining Kabutops and you kept it? He sold it back to me. I paid $700 for it, I think. So he got paid tremendously well. But now it seems like the card is more expensive over time, so it has worked out in a good way for me. I kept it. Yeah, I just decided to keep it for myself. What, you're going to let him have it? Umbreon Chase. So this is a clearly pricey set. All right, give me a moment here. How many spots? 11? Okay, the last one was 46, right? This one's going to be 44. Slightly cheaper, but pretty much the same. Slightly cheaper. I've done my data collecting duty. Now I shall go take my sleep. Remember, PC players hate Lance. It's ranked number 14. I don't think it's just PC players. You know, I got so much hate for my Lance video back in the day, and yet it continues to be one of the most unpopular weapons based on what the actual population of players think. So how can I get in so much trouble on Reddit? Reddit was so angry at me for saying Lance is not that good at defense. Nobody plays with it. Okay, this is going to say 44. I think it's because it's like you're calling out exactly what would make somebody most upset to be called out for on their favorite weapon. Like, it's not even good at the one thing it's supposed to be good at. There it is. You know it's defensive? Getting smacked by an enemy and then healing all the way back up on a single combo with the hammer. That's defensive. And the hammer hits those high damage numbers because it doesn't have to invest in defense. Like guard up. Here I am. I'm talking about Lance. All right. How much will the Neo Pack Break be? It's $44 a spot for the Neo Pack Break. Let's see what we do next. So now we've got an order from... Ta-da! David Ma. I'm back. I've got a new job. Nice, dude. 4 packs of Korean 151. You got it. Okay, let's see where those are being held. Are they over here? 2, 3, 4. This is for David Ma. He says he's back. You know, it's defensive hitting the perfect iframe with the longsword with the counter. Yeah, exactly. It's like the longsword, besides the fact that you can just maneuver well with it quickly and iframe through with a regular dodge, you can just use the actual longsword's counterattack. There we go. All right. I made a case where it's like also long shelling with the gun lance. So if you want to talk about really defensive setups, the long shell with the gun lance is so much easier than relying on the lance's poke, because the poke eventually needs to be sharpened. Ooh, look at that Mew. There we go. So it's not a surprise that the gun lance ends up ranking above the lance. Here's a ho-ho Caterpie. Oh. 20 minutes wait wasn't that bad at all. Nice. Here's, oh yeah, picking up a Charizard full art. Not bad, dude. All right. And Master Ball? No Master Balls. David Ma. Thanks, man. Wait, I'm going to take these and put them in this box over here. Because I got to have more energy card things. And we'll put these into a sleeve. Mister, did the freeze art go off? Not yet. Not yet. He is continuing to run. He's going to run for a couple days because he's such a great giveaway. All right, David Ma. Is it just me or was that a decent round for 12 bucks? That was a decent round. He's patting himself on the back right now. He's getting excited. He's like, I did it. David Mallory. Daniel Arredondo. Danny St. Amour. Danny St. Amour said he'll be back. He's on vacation. Daniel Ramirez. Darren Morales. Darren Moraes. Daniel Arredondo again. So he's got 2 bags. Daniel Sanchez, Darian Wing something, Capistran, David Ma. Here we are. All right. Nice. So your bag's not too old. Doesn't go bad until 425. All right. Thanks, mister. No problem. Cool, man. We've got Ryan Shapiro, 5 of the Karutas. Oh, Karutas are popular. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we have it. Oma Knight. Ghastly. That looks great. Graveler. Buccaneer. What was this guy's name again? And Ninetales. All right. Ryan Shapiro. Thank you, Ryan. All right, Ryan, where am I going to find you? All right, here it is. Mr. Ryan. I like that Caterpie. Always good to see a Charizard. I want Charizard! Pat Rat. Oh my god. Jen says she'll take 20 more Karutas. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, there it is. What do we got going on here? Okay, so we got Audino, Alamalamola, here, vintage Vulpix. You got this nice vintage Charmander, too. Here's Ash from Black and White, maybe? Tornadoes, Paris, vintage Bulbasaur. This is vintage Ditto, Roggenrola. Here is a Moltres, but he has a bend in him. Here's Ammonite, Heracross, Armorage, Snorlax. Yeah, there you go. You got that Snorlax, man. Very cool. And there's Pikachu and Seal. Oh, that Zard was like the top 5 or 6 card in the set. Yay. Yay! I gotta say the same thing, David. That's a total yay moment. Like a Kanye. Let's see. Let's put all these together. I gave you that one Psyduck for free. Did you see that? 2 Gen from TCC. Aw, so sweet. Okay. I think these are going to go in their own bag. Skibidi Gen bag. Join my Beedrill cult. I do like Beedrill more than I like Butterfly. I would just call it the Beedrill Club. People join clubs. But if you call it a cult, they don't join cults. But your club can be a cult, but nobody calls it a cult. That's how a real cult works. You never officially call it a cult. Jen? Yap. Join my Beedrill Club. And we can have a final solution for the Butterfreeze. Here's Blastoise. Oh. Okay, here's Gardevoir. Nidoking. Pidgeotto. And Eustace. Time to start taking slabs down. Okay. Bye-bye. Tapu Bulus, the new star card. Moltres. There's Geodude and Magnemite. Oh ho ho. Ryan Shapiro says he'll join the new Neo Break. You got it, Ryan Shapiro. I swear to God, if this is a heavy pack too, it's not even possible. There's just no way. But it is possible because it came from a different seller. So they're totally unrelated odds. It'd just be shocking to me because we'd just be getting way too lucky, man. Matt Hansen, one South Park, please. Okay, one South Park. Those have been real popular. Every time someone sees someone else open one of these South Park cards, more of them get opened because everyone sees it and goes, man, I gotta have one of those. All right, we got vintage South Park here, guys. PSA does grade these. I've graded some myself. And I sold the logo card for a couple $100. I think I sold a Cartman 10 for $100. Oh my God, and you pull one of the best ones right there. Cheesy Poof Cartman. Now, this is not like a super rare card. It's just one of the cards in the set. So, you know, if somebody else wanted this, there's presumably another one in one of the packs somewhere. But he's just such a nice card. And it's not super easy to get 10s on these. They're square cut cards and they're really old. But that is the Cheesy Poofs card, and it is one of the most popular. Really funny. Okay, we got Happy Birthday, Eric. See, this card's not going to do as well. It's just not as exciting. Here is the Rhinoplasty. Tom's Rhinoplasty. Oops. I've seen this card listed for a lot of money. I don't know if it would sell for a lot of money. But there's Eric Cartman getting anally probed by the aliens. Big Gay Al's Big Gay Boat Ride. Hello, children. Hey, Chef. All right, here's Chef yelling at the kids. And Terrence and Philip. There you go. I'm going to slab away that Nido King over 7 years with interest. Whew. Matt Hansen, Mr. Matt. Be a lot of interest, 7 years. You don't want to do that. That's like a mortgage. Mr. Matt. I have a box, says Matt. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Oh my God, the box is really far away though. Okay. Oh my God, I have to reach really, really, really far. Okay. And now, since you've placed this order, your box is going to be very close to us. There you go. The boxes kind of rotate based on who ordered last. All right. What a nice stream, dude. What a nice day. You have any Giratina slabs? Mister, do I have any Giratina slabs? Any Giratina slabs? Yeah. I have a Japanese Giratina from Dragon's Exalted era. Somewhere. I don't know where he's at. That Crystal Ho-Oh. Here's a Nido King. That's pretty cool. He's not in here. If so, can I see it? Crobat. Those are some mighty expensive ones. Well, howdy. Howdy do, y'all. Don't you hate it when shows do those fake accents? Oh, those are some PokeBruh cards. Let's move this box out of the way. My area's getting messy again. I guess that's just the nature of it, huh? What do we have over here, huh? Little Slowpoke, Dark Slowbro. There it is, found it. All right, told ya. We'll take a quick look into his value. So that is Giratina Dragon Blast. Ours is first edition. First edition. Okay, so I have a price To be honest, I might save this one for break. Nah, why not? Well, why not? Let's just price it up. Who cares? Let's just price it up. Let's get it. I like that card for break because I think he's one of those cards that everyone enjoys. So when you get a card like that, you tend to set it aside and be like, this will be a faster moving break or something, right? But why not? We've got a couple of them anyways. Okay. So, but I'm going to tack on the tax value for him at least, okay? So he's going to be $475. There he is. Haha. Japanese Giratina. Might slab that away, mister. Boy. I used to work every holiday. Overtime money was great. I still work overtime on though. 10 more Karudas. You got it, Jen. Come on, Jen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, these are starting to fall over. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ash and Pikachu there. Oh man, this box is starting to get kind of smaller. I liked it better when it was full. That was easy. Alright, what we got? Minshew or something like that. Minfew. Zoroark. Vintage Dratini. Look at that, Jen. Wow. Okay, here's happy smiley face. Vulpix. Wow, yeah, Pikachu too. That's awesome. There's Meowth. Oh, this one's not super valuable. And then Pikachu and Ash. Haha. Pretty cool. Miss Jen. Last time we broke Giratina, it was more expensive. That happens sometimes. Maybe something occurred, like somebody actually had a bunch of them in saving and they needed to grade it. Could also be a sign that it's currently underpriced. Last time we broke them... No, you're not right about that. We broke them a couple times. You're talking about almost a year ago. That was almost a year ago. It was Giratina Large, if I recall, right? I think it was about a year ago. But yeah, sometimes the price goes down on a card like that. And if you recall, that was basically based off of the buy it now price on eBay. That's it. That's how these things work. We just base it off of buy it now prices. So if on eBay it's like really expensive, well then that's just the price of the break, you know? Like I'm not going to go way under the buy it now price. It doesn't make any sense. I think it was the English version. Big difference. 1.2K. Damn. All right. Is that Alakazam break done? He's getting close. Here he is. Alakazam break, everyone. Only 8 spots. 5 spots fulfilled. Alakazam break is close. So it is 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, so break prices are typically just determined by whatever the buy it now price in the market is. And he might have just been more expensive for some reason. Maybe many more of them got graded over time. You just never know. But I don't think too hard about it. I just put the price up. And, yep, and that's it. Like this Nidoking, there's one in the market for 6,000. Sometimes the prices go way up too, by the way. You know, so sometimes you buy a slab and you come back to it a year later and you're like, oh, nice, it went up. NHCC, what you in your feels for? All right. So we have slowed down on orders. Let's give away spots here. We've had a very good day today. Very busy in the daytime, very busy in the nighttime. Winston Lee. I say we give a spot to Alexa. She stopped in today. Winston Lee. 17, Alexis. 18, Nathan. Just Nathan, huh? Matthew Hansen. Gargoyle. All right, let's get this roll done. since I stopped woo. You what? Number 13 is a Vulpix. So the winner is Vulpix. Now, that doesn't mean Vulpix gets the whole slab. What it means is Vulpix goes on this list. Number 2, Vulpix. There it is, J Sharp and Vulpix. And I think what we might do, actually, we might slide this around like this. There you go. Okay. So now we need a new one of these sleeves. How much is the Discovery spot again? So Discovery is going to be 44. So a little cheaper than Genesis was. Can you believe that Genesis pack was heavy? So crazy. There it is. So once again, the giveaway code is Carl. Okay, giveaway is rig confirmed. Why? Because Vulpix went in? I don't even know who Vulpix is. There you go. Vulpix. Is Vulpix even watching? So far, 2 people are officially in it. They're prepared to actually get the slab. So now we do it again. Carl. That is the free giveaway. I think because we're just wasting these sleeves a lot, let's have the giveaway list be right here. So we'll get the names on this over here. Make it easier on me. So I don't have to get a new sleeve every time. It's kind of annoying getting a new sleeve every time. All right. Know what I'm saying? Are both C's capital? They're both capital and there's a space between them. Space between the 2 words. It's 2 words with a space. Here's Jen. She says, I'll jump into the Dino Discovery. Yay! I hope you pull a holo. Jen, yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. Vintage booster. You and Anthony. Anthony's been going mega deep, dude. So let's review this. This is, it's Pop 1. That's what's going on. Pop 1 Slowpoke. That is what's going on. Maybe one day he'd be Pop 5. That is still tremendously rare. But let me double check and see if he continues to be Pop 1. Yep, he's Pop 1 still. Okay. Cool, man. We'll give him a sticker. He is Population 1. Meaning, I don't even have to go look this up on eBay for a competitor price. I'm the only one with one. It's pretty wild if you think about it, if you let it sink in. You're looking at the only one of those. And look, this guy's the same deal. There's only one of these Nidokings. Okay, so that's why the prices look a little high. They cost a little more when they happen to be Pop 1. Will another one of these get graded? Presumably another one will be graded one day. So this won't remain Pop 1, but the price already considers that. But what's important to consider here, the population on these might be stuck at like 15, because again, there's not a lot. If you go looking for sealed boxes of Pokemon Yellow deck, you just don't find boxes of them for sale. And when you do find them for sale, they're like multiple thousands of dollars. So presumably, if a couple more of these get graded 10, Pop doesn't change too much. And you can't just go out and buy a sealed deck of them and grade them yourself. So that $300 is probably a reasonable price. All right. Wild stuff. Pokemon Poker. I could just hold those and it wouldn't affect me at all. Well. It is 3:36. And we got our giveaway thingamabobby. And we can give away another spot or two while we're waiting for this to go by. How do you make a profit for all those cards you have? Well, I buy them high and I sell them low. And then I go, oh no. Jack Gray. Shinobi. Velez. Would you be interested in the Charizard for store credit? There's a price for everything. I might be interested. Dark Knight. What you might be better off doing, though, is just holding it, in my opinion, because what if they bring back perfect grades and they say, all right, we'll upgrade your label to be like the pristine label or something like that, right? So, it might be smart. If it's not hurting you, it might be smarter to just hold it. Now, as for me, I wouldn't be interested in paying a gigantic premium for it to be a perfect grade, because if they never bring back perfect grades, then it's not a good situation. You see what I'm saying? So if they decide, nope, we're never going back to perfect grade, that was a big mistake, we're just gem mint and pristine, and that's it for us, well, then you're going to be sitting on a useless perfect 10, and hopefully you didn't overpay for it, right? So that's my perspective on it. They're sort of just a hold and a wait and see situation. It's a gamble, right? And so you're sitting on a gamble, essentially. So if you came over to me and you said, would you like to sit on the gamble? I would say, maybe. It depends on how much you want me to gamble on it. So do you want me to buy it for way over the price of a PSA 10? Probably not worth it. Probably just go buy a PSA 10 and sell a PSA 10. And so I've got this sort of, constant... That's as a card shop, that's kind of what you do. So a card shop, you try to buy a little under the market price, and you try to sell a little over the market price. That's kind of what you do. You just you try to find a decent price where you can sell it and make a profit. Like let's say the standard way I sell slabs is at the buy it now price. Well, then I have to somehow acquire it beneath the buy it now price in order to make a profit, so that I sit here all day long every day. Like 5 hours a day, right? So I think today so far we've done 4 hours. And then I'm going to go work on the other channel too. But so to sit here all day and host this live shop, there has to be some money in it, enough to live on, enough to pay your mortgage off, and to be motivated. So yeah, you got to find some way to acquire the cards cheaper. For example, I'll actually make good money on these. I think I'll make crazy money on these right here, because I probably bought my yellow deck for about $800 at the time. And so it's like the idea that these are flipping up into $300 a piece, it's just a bonkers idea. Like, it almost doesn't seem right, you know what I mean? But I've seen these anomalies many times in the card market because I've been doing this so long, and I was betting it would happen here. And we've already sold quite a few of those yellow deck cards around this price. So let's say Poker, Yellow, Pokemon. Let's see if we can find a box of this bad boy. All right, so check it out. So we see, look at this. He's got a 9. He wants 1,000 for the 9. So yeah, here, this might be one. I think I'm watching this one. Is this a sealed one? Yeah, that one's sealed. And he wants, so look at that. That's almost $2,000, right? And this might be an off-center deck. Just, you can look at the back card. He probably shows it. Does he show the back of the card? All right, so if we zoom in, so, it doesn't look perfect. This corner looks thinner than this corner here, diagonally, right? And then what's crazy is when you open these decks, the back card doesn't represent the centering of the whole deck. So this might be well-centered, and then the rest of the deck might be off-centered. As crazy as that sounds, that has happened to me quite a few times. And so he wants almost $2,000 for this. There's a lot of junky cards. There's a couple good ones, but if it doesn't have Charizard in it, then it's just kind of like, wow, now I have to somehow grade all of these and sell all of these to mostly break even just to get my $2,000 back, right? Like, you have to sell enough of these just to break even on $2,000. Never mind profiting. But yeah, back in the day, the yellow deck would have been cheaper. And so you can see I'm watching it, but I'm not buying it. And there's a good reason for that. Yeah, it looks like for me it would be about 1.9 after taxes. But it's actually more than 1.9, because when he ships it to me, I'll then pay an import fee. So it arrives from Japan with like a $50 import fee. And then bada bing, bada boom, it's just shy of $2,000 at that point. I graded it myself, the Charizard. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's so cool. You must have been really happy when you saw that. You know what's sad, Rage Quit? Because of what CGC did, you would have been better off, in my opinion, having sold it before they changed the labels over. Like, it's not just you. I was sitting on my perfect 10s as well because I was holding them. Now it's a gamble whether the perfect 10s are good or not. So they do have, you have to agree that they're at least the value of a pristine, right? They have to be the value of a pristine. But as for the Perfect 10 label, the label itself doesn't hold the prestigiousness it once did if they're not going to support it the same way anymore, if they're not going to offer new ones. So it's kind of like a dead label. So I would say Perfect 10s are all worth at least a pristine 10. But to get somebody to pay the price of a Perfect 10, that's going to be tough because we don't know what the future of them hold. It's just hope that they will reintroduce the Perfect 10s back into the system. I think they will, personally. I don't think it makes any sense for them not to have it when the black label is so successful. And when PSA is their biggest competitor, but PSA has sort of like this monopoly going on still, I think that they're going to be forced to play ball and to reintroduce the perfect grade. So that's my theory on perfect grade. But that's just a gamble that that's going to happen. So right now, the perfect grades graded by CGC, I would argue are valued at least a pristine 10. And most people don't want to buy them if they're going to be priced like a perfect 10. Bryce Wolf says, 1 heart gold, soul silver Spanish. You got it, Mr. Bryce. All right, here we are. Ooh. But, you know, so I could buy your clear Charizard, or I could send more cards off to grade. And that's one of those decisions you make as a card shop. Here we are. All right. Oh, yeah. Sudowoodo. Here's Ledeba, Vulpix, Skiploom, but I did pretty good with my wheezing. Still a great artwork. Look at that artwork. But I did pretty well with these because that price of the yellow deck went up so much, you know? So the yellow deck, even the cheapest yellow deck now, is like a $2,000 deck. And I'm telling you, when you buy that, it's such a gamble whether or not it pays off. Because, again, just to break even, somehow you need to sell $2,000 worth of that deck. That deck needs to generate $2,000 of cash before you get to zero. And then anything you sell after that, that's profit. But you could run into this problem where they're all off center or there's some, you know, silver dot problem on most of the cards. They all grade 9. Could you imagine the hole you'd be in if that occurred? This is the gambling aspect of being a card flipper. So if they all graded 9, let's say most of the deck graded 9, and if you don't think that can happen, you're crazy. That happens all the time. So let's say most of it grades 9, it comes back, now you're in the hole in 2 ways. You paid for the deck, you paid for like 50 cards to be graded by PSA, and most of them graded 9. Now you owe money to PSA too. You owe a bunch of money to PSA. So you're like $3,000 in the, not 3,000, it'd be like I don't know how much it'd be, but you'd be like, well, how much would it be? You know, hold on, let's say you send all 54 over, and let's make the cost 20 per card, maybe. Yeah, $1,000. I was right. So it's $1,000 to grade, $2,000 for the deck. Just to break even, you need $3,000 of sales. This is why so few people can really get away with card flipping, because it's much trickier than it looks like. There it is, Bryce Wolf. The market really does understand what's going on. That's why that deck's sitting there, too, because people have already done the math and they've gone, not worth the risk. They've done a risk-cost analysis like I have and gone, not going to touch it. You know what I mean? Aovic says, is 15 per. Not really, though, when you consider the cost of all the materials to actually get them set up and sent out. And you've got to ship it to them, right? Well, are you going to insure it or are you just going to risk it? And then they ship it back to you. And by the way, so by the time they've actually charged you for the actual thing, it's higher than 15. It comes out closer to 17 or 18 on average. And so the real cost of it is higher than you think it is. They just advertise that. Mister, answer my question, please. I recently bought something on eBay from Japan. It says might have to pay that fee. Can you answer my question, please? Yeah, so if you're buying something internationally or shipping something internationally, there's usually a tariff, which is like a bonus tax because a product moved across a country to another country. It's kind of a stupid thing. I think all countries should eliminate tariffs, but they do it to punish you for buying stuff from another country. That's the point of a tariff. And, Donald Trump, for example, he claims to be a Republican, but he wants to run really high tariffs on other countries shipping stuff into America. Well, that's anti-free market capitalism. That's actually a sort of economic protectionism. In economics, we learn that if your neighbor, let's say your neighbor is Mexico or China, if they're producing goods cheaper and better than you, you're not supposed to produce them. You're just supposed to have them produce them, and then you're supposed to trade. So you produce something well, and they produce something well, and then you guys trade. So because they produce it more efficiently than you, it's better for them to produce it. And since you produce the thing that you produce better than they do, it's better for them to buy from you, and then you trade. We're not doing that, though. And honestly, I think the bigger problem is that America doesn't produce anything. America produces guns, we produce Hollywood, and we produce some high-level technology. But as it's turning out over time, China's pretty good at technology. Like, look at TikTok. It's one of the biggest social medias now. We were unable to ban it from the United States. Meanwhile, China will not allow any of our social medias into their country, so they win. They win. Trump now supports TikTok probably because he needs to form an alliance of any type in order to win the presidency. So he caved. The entire political body, Democrats and Republicans, should have banned TikTok until China accepted our social medias and let us monetize our social medias in their country, but they won't allow it. So they win. They produced the best social media company, and they sold it to us, and they won't buy our social media companies. It's so stupid. So yeah, we're just kind of like this country that's not producing like we used to. They're outproducing us, not because of some cheat, but because we've made the price of labor artificially high, right? And then at the same time, we have not produced anything worth trading for. So America's a net buyer of goods. We just buy stuff. We don't export anything other than maybe war, which we socialize anyways. We ship guns to Ukraine, but then we sell guns to everyone else, destabilize regions, and we go, oh my God, these regions are at war. We're going to have to pick a side, and then we're going to have to give a bunch of money to somebody. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what we're busy doing. And yeah, so when you introduce tariffs, you say, well, you can't sell us goods. You cannot ship goods into our country unless you pay a tax. So if I ship stuff right now to the UK, who's supposed to be our friend, the UK is supposed to be our ally. If I sell Pokemon cards to Bob in UK, Bob has to pay a huge fine, a tax, because his friend in America sold him Pokemon cards. It's like a different kind of act of war. You know, it's like a different kind of act of confrontation, of rejection, of not, illegality. You're not allowed to sell cards to guys here in UK. If you're from America and you sell cards to UK, you're banned. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, we'll tax you 25%. And then it's like, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to allow them to sell us Pokemon cards with no tariff? Of course not. That would be unfair. Because the flow would be like this. Nobody from the UK would buy American Pokemon cards, but Americans would continue to buy cards from the UK. So the tariffs should match. If it's 25% tax over there, it should be 25 tax when they ship over here. And then both sides are just paying taxes to the stupid government. And the government says, ha ha ha, perfect. We're collecting taxes for the government. You know, and they tell you, the consumer, that this was good for you, that it was economic protectionism, that, oh, we're on your side, we're fighting the globalism. But it doesn't really work that way in the end. It's a tax that the government puts into its own pocket. And both sides are forced to raise the taxes that way in order to remain in balance with each other. And again, if your neighbor is producing something better than you anyways, they're more proficient at it, they're more efficient at it, it's cheaper for them. Maybe they have a certain resource that they live by that is just really cheap for them to access, but not cheap for you to access. Just let them produce it. And so they're producing it as efficiently as possible, and you simply trade with them. So if I make, shoes, and I live next to a shoe factory, so it's very cheap for me to make shoes, and then you live next to a hat factory, so it's very cheap for you to make hats. We're just supposed to produce what's cheapest for us to produce and then trade. But, countries don't want to do it that way anymore. What countries want to do now is they say, no, China, you're getting too good at this. You produce all the stuff because you're really good at producing things. So if you sell us stuff, we're going to charge a tax on you because we want our people to produce goods. And it's our own fault that we don't produce goods better. We get union strikes. We get people who say, I don't want to work more than 40 hours a week. We get normal people who want to live nice middle-class lives. But if they're in China saying, F that, I'm going to work 60 hours a week and I'll work for a penny, we lose. That's how you lose. You can't tax your way out of that, it turns out. There's no way to tax your way out of that situation. They're more competitive than you are, so you lose, and no economic protectionism can actually save you from that. Because what ends up happening is your neighbor that you won't trade with anymore. They trade with all of your neighbors, and they say, well, we won't do business with the United States anymore. We're only going to do business with China. They're giving us the better product at the better price. So, you know, this is how you lose like a global trade war, is this idea that you can just reject a good producer of goods. The only way that works is with a huge alliance, basically. If the whole world rejected China, it would work. Of course, then China would feel like, well, we have a reason to go to war. They would definitely not feel like that was right or fair or moral. They're like, we're just good at producing stuff. How can you punish us for that? So if you got the entire world to form an alliance with America and reject their goods, it would work. But that's just not going to happen. Countries will choose themselves over America, which they should. It doesn't make any sense. And then we got countries that hate America. So it doesn't, you know, some countries don't even want to do anything we want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's a long conversation. We want 3-day weekends, says Alvaro. Yeah, I know exactly right. You want that, but in China, they're saying, no way, I'll work 7 days a week. And so you lose. You lose. They'll out-earn you, and then they'll buy your country from you. They'll say, well, I got all this spare cash. Can I buy a nice mansion in America, my vacation home in America? Hermes. And you're like, why are the houses so expensive in Canada? I can't afford it. Well, because people who out-earned you in another country are now buying your house up. And you have a culture of, oh, we shouldn't work so much. Screw the power, screw the man. And I agree, screw the man. He's an asshole, he is. But there's this deeper competition going on. It's sort of like the indifference of nature. And you can never defeat that. It's like hitting a wall of reality. The wall of reality doesn't care what your politics is. You could be a Republican, you could be Democrat, doesn't matter who. You still have to outplay your opponent. Your opponent, by the way, is not your fellow American. Your opponent is kind of not even the person in the foreign country. The opponent is time. The opponent is nature, right? The opponent is reality. So you're supposed to just find a way to cooperate with your maybe competitor. You're supposed to find a common ground somehow and find some way to make things good. And the best way to make things good, by the way, is to trade. We should be trading. All right. So fun conversation. I have a lot to say about that subject. I'm very passionate about it. Let's go ahead and refresh. Yeah, so, you know, when Donald Trump comes around, he's sort of like, oh, well, I'm the Republican, I'm the conservative, I'm going to save the economy. It's like, I don't know, dude. 2 PRB1s. Smashing that. I don't know if I agree with everything. Like, he doesn't want to lower entitlements, but he wants to lower tax collection. How does that work? That's an inflationary policy. It's not a lot different from just regular socialism. I'm not going to collect taxes on you, but I'm going to let you keep your entitlements at the same time. That's just a different kind of socialism. It's like a different system of socialism. All right, there we go. If you lower taxes, you must lower entitlements at the same time. Javier. I think you have a very strong argument that has to be done that way because, ooh, I don't feel like we pull this one very often. Very neat. Very neat, Mr. Javier. You have to lower entitlements at the same time, especially if it's clear that your budget is not balanced. So if the government's already spending more than it has, so the government spends way more than it earns, and then it lowers taxes but keeps entitlements the same, you're actually just pouring sort of like gasoline on the fire. It gets worse. So what Donald Trump needs to say is, I'm going to raise taxes because we need to be able to afford all these entitlements. There you go. All right. But I think his argument is something along the lines of, well, the economy is going to grow so fast under me, everything's going to work out. It's going to be fine. People are going to be working so much. And it might be true. Maybe he gets everybody working somehow. Maybe everyone's like, all right, Donald Trump's president. We're going to have to go back to work. No UBI. UBI is not going to happen or something like that. You know, maybe it's like a cultural thing. Like people look at him and go, I better get to work. So it might, who knows? Or maybe he does some tricky tricks like with the environment. He says, F the environment. We're going to get our factories going. He's going to lower gas costs. Yeah, exactly. So he might do something like that. Here's Matthew Suchi. What's up? All right, Mr. Matthew. Picking up a pack of brilliant stars. All right. But yeah, I mean, when you really analyze him, he has not really said anything that's very conservative. He is a populist. Here's Monfino. You know who was a conservative was his vice president, Mike Pence, that guy was a conservative. Now, those guys are creepy anyways, you know, the super religious ones. Whew. They got that look like they fold their paper napkins after they're done eating. Monferno, one Monferno for Mr. Matthew. Those guys are very inflexible, you know. They say, hey, there's one way for the world to work, and it's called the Bible. And it's like, all right. I gotcha. You're all about the holy book. Here we are. All right. I don't know what the Democrats' plans are either. Other than, hey, comrade, we got some free stuff. All right, but we have $32 trillion of debt. How's that going to work? This guy's a 924. So right now, very skeptical about the future of the market. I feel that we're going to be in a very inflationary market. It's a good time to own a home. So we have our homes. We were house shopping the other day because we're contemplating taking on a fourth home, because we expect that the market will continue to inflate. And when a market's inflating really heavily, it is not a bad idea to hold debt. If you think about it, let's say the value of the dollar is falling. This is an idea that a lot of you guys have never heard before, but I've taught this before on my channel. Let's say the value of the dollar, we'll draw a dollar bill, okay? And the value of it is slowly going down over time, right, to zero. Well, if you hold $1 million of debt, let's say you hold $1 million of debt, you know what that debt does? It goes down to zero too. So holding on to debt during a heavily inflationary time period is not a bad thing, as long as the debt is productive debt. I call it productive debt. Uh-oh. I think my pen just died. I think my pen finally ran out of ink. We've been using it a long time. That it for the pen? Oh my God, look at the pen. Wow, dude. We've been using that pen for some time. I better go find a new one. Dead pen. Okay, so if we continue to live in an inflationary time period, you should see the dollar continue to fall in value because the government will not be able to fulfill its duties. So it'll be forced to basically sell American bonds, which are bought by the Federal Reserve. That's the government's bank, basically. So if the government's just selling its bonds to itself, that's just money printing. It's all it is. And so the value should continue to decline, and maybe it'll decline at only 2%. Maybe it declines more like 3 or 4%. I don't know. I think under Donald Trump, the inflation might go back up. But I think under Kamala Harris, the inflation could go back up too. So I don't know. I don't know. What can the government do at this point? What can the government do at this point, guys? We got $32 trillion of debt. Okay, so we got $32 trillion of debt. We pay more in interest on the debt than we do on the military at this point. That's how bad it is. And then Donald Trump's plan, his policy, in my opinion, is inflationary. And so's Kamala Harris. Hers might be more inflationary. I don't even know. But it sounds like it is. He plans on lowering taxes. That's an inflationary program. Unless he lowers entitlements. And she plans on just... I don't think she plans on lowering taxes necessarily. I think she's going to raise taxes, actually. But I'm pretty sure she will end up giving more money out as entitlements. She'll probably increase entitlements. So they both strike me as inflationary. That pan loved a god life. Moment of silence. It's late 2007, 2008 again. Not necessarily. Productive. Productive debt is like if you buy a pizza making machine and you use it to make pizzas and you sell pizzas. So if you go into $1 million of debt buying a pizza making machine and it actually produces a good, that's productive debt. So it's good to go into debt to produce pizza if it's profitable, and then your debt's going to zero because the value of the dollar is going to zero. Value of the dollar. They say that inflation is coming down, right? But the value of gold has hit an all-time high. So even as the Federal Reserve claims that inflation is coming under control, how would that make sense if gold's still rising? A rising value of gold would suggest inflation is not going away. Here we go. So, here you go. The gold, oops. Oh my God, dude. Ads. Can we just get a chart or something? All right, how about an image? Here we are. Here's the gold price. All right. You see a jump right there during 2008. And then you can see a slowdown in the middle here. And then we hit 2020 and it takes off again. So there's the gold price. Gold price hits an all-time high this year. And that means there's a lot of people with cash and they don't know what to do with it. But they don't think that business is going to be very good. Otherwise, they would have spent all the money on business stocks. So what they said instead is, I'll buy the shiny yellow thing because I think the shiny yellow thing is a better place to store the value rather than anything else. And yeah, gold's typically kind of like a financial collapse kind of asset. You buy that when you think everything else is going to go to shit. Even homes can go to shit. So yeah, it's tricky, man. The analytics and patterns are very similar to the market 17 years ago. Still some time for it to not entirely mirror it. I don't think you'll entirely mirror it just for the fact that our government and our central bank learned so much from that crash. So I don't think it'll happen that way. Gold is the only currency the aliens accept. There are so many factors, including conversation of war, digital currency, cryptocurrency. A month ago, 6 platforms restricted people from pulling out and liquidating their cash. Goldmember had it figured out. Yeah, Goldmember. Goldmember. $32 trillion of debt. That's a real figure. The government has a debt to so it's a debt to income ratio of 23 to 100. So this is debt and this is income. That's the ratio right now. We have more debt than income. We pay more money on this debt than we do on our military. That's how bad it is right now. And neither of these guys are talking about fixing it. Think about that for a minute. Pretty bad. I don't know what's going to happen because homes are going to become so unaffordable for the middle class. Something's going to happen. But here's what can't happen. So you have a housing affordability crisis. Forget about healthcare. You can't even afford a home. Housing affordability crisis hits Americans. What happens next? Well, you could do what Kamala Harris is suggesting and give $25,000 away to first-time house buyers. Where will the government get the money to do that? The government's supposed to collect money when you buy a home. It's not supposed to give money away. So if the government gives away $25,000, it either has to tax more money, or it has to print more money, or it has to borrow more money on interest. Any of those three, right? And so they will have to borrow money to give you money to buy a house. So the government is just missing $25,000 every time someone new buys a house, which is a lot of people. And then when you can come in with a guaranteed $25,000, well, that's going to increase demand for houses because you've got more spending power than you used to have. So you're going to demand a house, whereas in the past or an alternative universe, you couldn't have because you didn't have enough money to do it. So this will increase demand for the homes. And when you see an increased demand for the homes, this pushes the price of the homes up, right? It's a simple supply-demand situation. So the government has to print money for $25,000, whatever down payments or bonus or some sort of rebate. I don't know exactly how they'll implement it, but they have to print money to do that. That's deflationary. And then the increase in demand for the housing itself is also inflationary. So the price of houses will just go up further. So the price for the house goes up. If the government starts paying for the house, the price of the house has to go up. And if the price goes up steeper as a result of all this free money, well, now even more people need help with the next round of houses. So the next round of young people need even more help. They go, well, houses are even more expensive now. $25,000 down isn't going to cut it. We're going to need $45,000. So, you know, the more money you pour into the housing market for free from the government, the more expensive the houses become, ironically. So it's not a real long-term solution. And actually, it's a steeply inflationary solution. It puts us into further debt as well. So what do you actually do? There's no way to truly solve it except to make individual people wealthier by teaching them to produce more goods and send them out to other countries to purchase. So the solution, as always, is productivity, but we're not more productive, and I don't think people want to be more productive. I think a lot of people talk about 3-day weekends and working 30 hours a week. So we're heading in the other direction. Fink just bought Ancestry for $4.7 billion. He's about to clone his own army. Tax the rich. All right, let's click on this. Is this a politics channel? Well, we're talking about economics because there's not a lot of orders in the queue. Here's Kevin Vu, Neo Spot. You got it, Mr. Kevin Vu. What time is it? Is it 4:08? Actually, we're all done. I'll hop off and start working on the other channel. I got to get a video cranked out. Yeah, so that's the price of gold. That's data. That I'm sharing data with you. That's really our debt, $32 trillion. I think both candidates have inflationary policies that will lower the value of your income. It will lower the value of the dollar. And yeah, I don't think anyone suggested a actual solution to the problem, which is I know it sounds really tough, but I think you have to lower entitlements. You probably do need to tax the rich, so they need to pay more taxes. You have to lower unproductive entitlements. Let's call them entitlements that are not investments. So if it's not a true investment, it has to be ended. And then, yeah, everyone, not just the rich, but everyone probably needs to pay more taxes. But yeah, the rich too. And then they need to say, we're going to take all this bonus money. We're just going to knock out some of the debt. We're going to make the debt go down for once. Nobody will accept this. Nobody will vote for a candidate that will tell them you're getting less entitlements, and nobody will vote for a candidate that will say I'm raising taxes. And so that's the real problem right now. American democracy itself is going to choose higher debt, more inflation, and then we'll scratch our heads and be like, why isn't anything affordable? And it's like, well, because your dollar's not worth anything anymore, because you printed it out and handed it out to yourself without producing a good to offset the value of that money. So there's fewer goods, but there's more money. Damn, I need more gold. Any pulls from evolving recently? Young Brain Tips. What's up, man? Let's just mine that asteroid. I know that is a scary part for gold for me. Not just the asteroid, but what happens when we get robots and they run on AI and they don't sleep and they don't eat and they can just mine gold all day. So you don't see me buying a lot of gold because gold makes me a little nervous, but the gold guys are smiling. They're eating good tonight. So gold guys, they've really seen a return on their investment recently. You guys, I'm ready to hop off for the night. I got to go work on TheCardconomist, my other YouTube channel. If you have not seen that channel, be sure to check it out. I'm going to go now. See you later, everybody.